Hi, welcome back to the JOWP podcast. I'm your host, Deven. With me today, Eduardo, Gabe.
True.
Howdy.
True.
So you had this rant you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. You wanna talk
airplane
about
mode, Deven?
airplanes?
No, it's not a rant.
Go
It's a
ahead.
question.
What's the question?
Do you'll turn your
Yes.
Yeah.
Let
Let me guess. Do you guys turn on airplane mode?
Yeah. Do you don't turn on airplane mode on your own plane?
Yes, I
Yeah,
turn
I
it
do.
on.
I've never done that ever, and I travel.
Oh, you're so cool.
Well,
you
what
never
is- I
turn
don't-
on airplane
I don't know
mode?
what it
What a
does.
rebel.
I don't know what it does.
I think it just like stops you from trying to connect to service down like below to the lines,
To the
and
ground?
it interrupts their like communication.
That's what I always thought it was, yeah. With
Yeah.
their like shits up in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, one person isn't gonna hurt it.
Yeah, but
it's
if, like,
just
a whole
everyone.
plane-
Yeah, if everyone had it on, it would hurt their communication like signals.
Okay.
Which is why people are supposed to put it on.
Yeah, I used to hear things about it, like, yeah, if you don't do this, bro, you're just gonna kill us all. We're just
I
gonna
never
murder
heard
us.
of that.
And I
I
was
mean,
like,
you could,
You theoretically could.
because you could be the reason that they don't hear a call with the guy's like saying, "I'm coming like in this coordinates," and he won't hear it, and then they'll.
And then
crash.
next thing you know,
because I'm turning on
9/11.
airplane mode every time I'm on a plane.
why though? What's
What?
the point of not?
Yeah,
having
why
it?
didn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
You have no service
think-
up in the sky.
I think
so
it was out of like
spite.
Spite?
Yeah, because I always heard like we're gonna kill us all. I'm
I'd be like,
shut
"Bet."
up. Yeah, like bro, shut up. Let me watch this. And I like I turn it off or something.
Like, everyone's gonna die then.
You're like, yeah. I was like, we're gonna die, but we're all gonna die together.
But I'm gonna die wrong, and you're gonna die right.
What would you do if like the plane crashed and you were the only survivor?
Cause you had an airplane mode.
I think I'm that one character. Who's his name? Unbreakable, that Unbreakable guy.
He was in the train, wasn't it?
I never saw Unbreakable.
I think he was in a plane and a
Castaway?
plane.
You find
I don't
Castaway?
know. I don't. Maybe the train was how his dad died or something. I know
Yeah.
the train is important.
I would just think like, yeah, I'm just that guy. If I'm the only survivor in a plane crash, I'm like, yeah, I'm not that guy.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't like think you wouldn't learn from that lesson?
Nah, because I wouldn't think it was my fault. I'm like, this is stupid. No
okay.
shot my fault.
Okay, how about this? You guys get the crash, right? As you're going down, time stops.
Oh
and
my
a
God.
being approaches you. He's like, Devin, this was you. You caused the crash.
Just know.
Oh my god.
Just know all
and-
these innocent lives were from you.
And
then,
he's like, and then for repentance of your sins, take this. He goes like an aura of energy, and he like shoots it in your chest, and then resumes time. Crash, you die. You don't die. You guys crash. You
you're
land,
you're in the Bermuda Triangle.
and now you're
No one can communicate with
now
you.
you have powers.
What?
No, now
Why
I
you
have
have
powers?
powers?
Yeah, what would you do?
What powers would it be?
I'm like, I came up.
You're not gonna learn your lesson. He just
No,
told you it was
yeah, I
your
learned my
fault.
lesson, but I'll think about like, one, this being that I have no clue just spoke to me. I'm like, is God even real? And then I'm like, I got powers.
As second you say, "Is God even real?" He goes, "Yes."
Oh my God.
Stupid. Smacks you.
He's
I was saying that
by
one
the way,
account-
BT Dubs, I'm not God.
I'm like, bruh, because this one being is questioning my whole religion.
It's a boom. Stupid.
I'm
Boom.
like, oh my god, you stupid, you're Christian.
At this point, he's just gaslighting you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
What if it's just your imagination?
I mean, how would it be? I have powers.
Man, let us get through the scenario before you start throwing curveballs.
I mean, what type of powers do I got?
Let's see. What do you think is realistic? Plane crash. He killed everyone.
Don't know. What's
Purple
so realistic
powers?
about getting a power from a plane crash?
Purple man.
I'm Purple Man?
Yeah. You also have to like you become like a mutant, and you have to look like him too.
I have to be,
Oh,
I have to be
Nightwing
purple?
for all?
Yeah.
Not Nightwing. Nightcrawler.
No, like Purple man.
I mean, I'm just
Purple Man is,
me,
but
but like darker than.
I guess. Yeah.
Purple guy.
I guess I'm-
Or how about this? How about you have to look like Joker from
Suicide
I guess
Squad.
you can just use the recent Joker, right? There's a comic line where he like actually looks disfigured from the acid,
What?
like
what
Barry
reason?
Keegan's Joker.
Who?
Barry Keegan from the Batman.
Oh, the Batman.
Yeah, that Joker. Like
Ew.
they disfigured. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
you
you
look
survived
like.
a plane crash.
I'm getting
But
plastic surgery
You
then.
but you
How are
get
you
his
gonna get out of
powers.
this island?
Huh?
How are you gonna get out?
Yeah,
the
you're
island?
still in Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, is there? I'm in the Bermuda
Yeah,
Triangle.
this being just
Yeah.
went.
He's
boom,
testing
this,
you.
Yeah. This
Is there any humans on this island?
You're the only one alive. No.
Yeah, you're the only.
Yeah, but it could be
survivor.
people
There's
on the
creatures.
island.
It's like Kong Skull
told you,
Island.
No.
All right, I'm taking control of like animals and like
How?
using them. I'm
Oh,
Purple
wait, you're
Man.
He's Purple Man.
I forgot you can have influence.
I'm
on
building
any
like a
live being.
civilization. I'm like, all right, bring me food, bring me clean water.
You said building a civilization. My mind just went to you're having sex with animals. I was like, what do you
No,
mean by you're
I
making a
didn't say all that.
civilization?
Not Eddie. Don't do him like that.
Because you said Skull Island.
Oh,
And then I said Bermuda
yeah.
I can
Triangle.
do this. I can just send
Yeah,
birds.
it's like Bermuda Triangle, but it's like Skull Island creatures.
So like, they're still like the villagers of the island.
Skull Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Yeah, I'm
mind.
just sending birds to the mainland. Like, yeah, can you send them a message real quick? Like, I'm here.
Would a bird go
How the bird's gonna
survive that
talk?
far?
Bird's gonna be like, bah, bah.
No, I'm not like.
It'll be like
I'll find a way to write something. Like back in.
Nom.
Hmm?
Back in what?
Well, this is like the Bermuda Triangle, like the mythical version of it. They can't escape the island either.
Oh.
Oh, they
They're
can't.
also
Not even
combined to
animals.
it. You have to find a way out of it.
How would I do such a thing if
purple
I can't?
man.
If I can't leave?
The only way out of the Bermuda Triangle, I believe, is going underwater.
Is this like mythical or like is this like a movie thing?
I think it's
I
like
think it's
mythical
both.
because Bermuda Triangle is a theory, obviously, it's not proven.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
ish
but like
real.
I
from
haven't
some
seen
of the lore, I think the only way out of the Bermuda Triangle is going under. You can't go up because the air is obviously you get trapped for the most part. So a bird wouldn't be able to do it. If you want,
I'm getting a whale. I'm like, all right, whale, come here.
Take me with
why not like
you.
a dolphin or like a megalodon.
Because at least I can
Megalodon.
breathe. I can breathe in
Maybe
the whale.
Cthulhu.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna be on
chill
top
in
of
his
the-
stomach.
I-
Megalodon.
You control animals.
You control
I
him.
can, but
And also, it's just a giant cat. Sharks aren't that scary.
yeah, but whales' mouths are more like roomy
So?
than a megalodon. This is
You know how cool it'd be if you.
Megalodon's huger.
yeah, but it's a snout.
You know how
I
cool
might be
it'd
like
if
in
you
his
pull
mouth,
up
like
in a megalodon.
squished up.
But then, like, imagine you pulling up on mainland with a megalodon.
They think I'm a villain. I'm like,
I mean,
True, you're right.
true. You also look like that too.
I'm like, yeah.
You step out, you're like crazy looking.
Would you have like a volleyball head on you, like from Castaway?
Well, like from Castaway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like-
because
I'm like
he doesn't
human.
want us to see how crazy he looks.
I'm like human.
Well, like even if you did in a whale, you can have like a little room, like a captain's room.
No, I'm just chill in his mouth. You know how big a whale's mouth is?
Yeah, but
What's a
what about a
chill's mouth?
megalodon's mouth?
What about it?
Ain't it huge as well?
Yeah, but it's
well,
like,
what's your
it's
problem
like,
with
it's like more narrow. You know what I'm
I feel like as big as a megalodon, I think it would just like size out. Like megalodons are, I'm pretty sure, bigger than whales.
Yeah, they're
Look up like the average. Like, what whale are you thinking of?
probably the biggest whale, blue whale.
Oh, yeah, I was
that the
thinking
biggest
about a
whale?
blue whale.
All right, I'll look up megalodon size.
Blue whale size.
Yeah, I think you can chill in a whale.
Megalodon up to 60 feet tall, or not tall, long.
I was like,
okay,
what?
then yeah, the blue whale beats it.
Yeah.
Really?
The blue
Yeah.
whale is 79 feet long.
Oh, okay.
It's the largest thing.
I mean, megalodon's like a dinosaur shark, so I'd assume. Maybe what about Mosasaurus?
Mosasaurus.
Who's that?
It's
they're like
Loch
the-
Ness, is right?
No, not the Loch Ness. Mosasaurus is like the thing from. Have you seen Jurassic World? The one that ate the Indosaurus at the end.
Oh, that's the one that goes like they went like up and then
Yeah.
get up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
that one's got to be huge.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like a
figure.
whale's still bigger than that.
Mosasaurus.
I think you're
I don't
underestimating how
think
big whales are, dude.
Yeah, this is 59 feet long at max.
Really?
Yeah, dude, whales are
That's
humongous.
insane. But like, these are dinosaur creatures. I assume they're
Doesn't matter.
huge.
Whales are still bigger than them.
Oh, shot.
Let me see. Let me search up biggest ocean animal. Biggest ocean.
It does say 56.
Yeah.
Guess I'm bugging, man. I don't know what else is huge in the ocean, like prehistorically, besides those two.
It would be like
Just the
octopus,
big- the
octopi.
blue whale.
I mean, octopi aren't big. I mean, they're big for their size.
Wouldn't it be like the giant squid would be huge?
Yeah,
Maybe
it'll be,
anything
that's
like-
what I meant. Like the giant.
Anything in the
squid.
dark side of the ocean, the deep end. I mean,
Yeah, like the angelfish.
Anglerfish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anglers
they're-
aren't that big.
They're big.
not-
They're big. They're big for their. They're big compared to like what else is down
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. How big is an angler?
How big is an anglerfish?
I don't know. Look it up real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I know they're big though.
Are they? I thought they were just fish size.
No, they're
Well,
not.
I
No
didn't think
fish.
they were. I thought they were like
Not
ma-
fish size. Fish don't exist. But like,
What?
you know, like regular.
What? What?
Everyone knows this. Fish don't exist. Fish is the concept we made up just to categorize them. They're not. That's not a thing.
Use that logic. Mammals don't exist.
No,
Holy
it's
crap.
not the same.
Why not?
Like fish is actually just a made-up concept we made to make it easier to categorize aquatic animals. Like, what is a starfish? You can say a starfish is a fish?
I don't think starfish are categorized as fish.
It's a starfish.
Yeah, it has fish in the name, but I don't think it's categorized as a fish. It's categorized as something else.
As what?
I don't know. Let me look at it.
Like, look up fish. Fish isn't real. It's a fake. It's fake.
I know the concept, but so are lizards and birds. Birds, if anything, is a concept that we made
No,
up.
fishes.
What, but why? I don't get.
An angler's a meter long.
A meter? How much
So
is a meter? 6
3.3
feet?
Or I'm a married
3.3
gator.
6 feet.
It's 3 feet.
3.3.
Is it?
I don't know, but it's how big it is.
I thought that was way. Okay, I guess Nemo just.
3 feet is huge though, isn't it?
Not really. I
3
mean,
feet's like half of or not half.
man,
3 feet's like
I
what?
mean, I'm 6 feet.
You're not 6 feet. No, you're not. Off the cap, Deven.
Actual liar.
All right.
anglerfish-
I'm
okay.
5'10",
3 feet's like
but
Tyler if you
Sorry.
take off his head.
Sorry for my
What?
audio listeners, but an anglerfish is like yay big.
Yay big.
Yeah.
That's 3 feet.
Ish, somewhere around there. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, let me do the same.
Hey, I know 3 feet. What's I supposed to look up?
What were you looking
I
at?
don't know. I'm looking up. If
Oh yeah, fish are real.
I was,
You're right.
I was busy looking up anglerfish size.
This is the lookup episode. Yeah, it says right here, sea stars,
Yeah,
commonly
look,
called starfish.
discoverwildlife.com. There is really no such thing as a fish.
But why the fish? Because we had to we named everything.
Because like sharks, stingrays, all these type of things in the water, we just call them fish because it makes it easy to categorize them, but they're not fish. Fish is a fake thing we made up.
But I don't see about
Like mammals is different because that's specific and there's a reason why they're a mammal. There's no reason
Oh,
for
okay,
why
I see
they're
what
a
you mean.
fish.
Because
Yeah.
anything in the water. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Fish is
Everything
something
in
we
the
just
water
made up to
yeah,
categorize them.
'cause
That's why I was like, angler, not fish. I forget fish don't reel.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Because it's like a miscellaneous thing. 'Cause it's like a
Yeah.
miscellaneous-
It's because we're like, we're too lazy to come up with all these different things. We like did all the work on the land animals. Forget
Fish.
your fish.
You're a fish. Yeah. Apparently, yeah, starfish aren't fish.
What are starfish?
What? I said that.
Mammals?
no, how would they be mammals or
No, the
Uh,
point I was making with saying starfish is that they're not fish, but they have fish in the name.
Yeah,
They're like.
I gotcha. I see what you mean. There's something.
Same with like plankton,
Anthropods.
anthropods probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but planktons have like their own classification,
Yeah,
depending what type of plankton it is.
yeah, single cell.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would be a villain if you came
I'm
back
not
to
being
the
a
mainland.
villain.
I'm not saying you are, but everyone
unless
would
you
think
cover
you
up your
are.
face, when you approach the mainland, you look like a villain.
Okay.
You're
No,
coming up in
'cause
a
I'm
whale looking like the Joker.
No, because this is what I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah,
I'm
what
gonna,
skin.
He would be like, I am not villain.
I'm gonna
Purple
appear
haze.
on like on an island, right? Like some mainland island, maybe in Hawaii.
How do you know where you're going? Like with the whale,
The
whales have
tell-
good sense of direction to
No,
know where
they don't.
land are.
How do you know this?
Whales? Have you ever seen
There's
a
no
whale?
shot. A whale just know.
A
You
whale
like
doesn't
whale
know
take
where
me
they're
to
going.
Hawaii.
Whales don't know where they're going.
Yeah, I
They just
don't
kinda
think-
You
go in a
only don't
direction.
understand how far fish travel. They have to
Yes.
travel because of.
That's
yeah,
why.
they travel,
That's how
but I don't
whales
think
die.
they know where they're going.
That's how whales
They just
die,
go
'cause-
in a certain direction,
That's
just
how
like
whales
birds.
die.
What do you
Because
like?
they don't know where they're going. That's
Yeah,
how
why do you know
whales end up- Because I was always curious on why there was always beached whales. So I searched it up.
Oh yeah,
Whales-
yeah, he's right. Yeah, that is why they were beach whales.
That's what I searched it up. That's why
Whales are
they're always
stupid.
beached because they
All
don't know where
right,
they're
then
going.
I'm getting a whale and a couple of dolphins surrounding it.
To guide him?
To guide him.
Follow.
He'll be like, "Ocean Squad, go!"
Do you think the whale would understand the concept of following a dolphin?
If I tell it to.
He's controlling it.
But yeah, you're telling it commands, but they still have to understand the concept.
yeah, he's like,
Like what? Like you can't control water, but like solve the Da Vinci Code. If you can't solve it, he can't solve it. He'll try.
I guess you would have to be a translator, like.
You'd have to like actively point him in a direction, but I don't know if you could see from inside the mouth. That's why it's like,
Unless you make like your own little compass.
unless
Like, you know,
okay, how about if you just?
sets west.
I think if he just travels far enough out of the Bermuda Triangle, he can get out and he can finally like.
At some point,
navigate.
you'll find land.
Oh, yeah.
At some point,
Because
you'll find land.
you only have to get out of like the triangle's range.
Yeah, but let's say I do.
Like the Bermuda Triangle stands.
Okay, let's say you do take
let's say I
control
do
of
make it in
someone.
mainland, bro. I'm hypnotizing some doctors. Like, change my face.
Let's say you do.
Nah, I'm like,
hypnotize
nah, I
them.
need
Do they
plastic surgery.
understand you if you have to hypnotize them,
What
or do you have complete control over?
I
I
could-
don't know who Purple Man is. So.
What are you talking about? What are you asking?
Because
Oh,
you
like-
said Purple Man can control anyone.
he
Do they
doesn't-
understand you if you control anyone?
What do you mean? Do they
he's-
understand?
Like, let's say he
it?
goes
like
like,
birds?
anywhere that doesn't
Animals?
speak English.
Yeah,
He's asking
because he's implementing the command in their head. He's
Okay.
not. He's not telling them it. He's just implementing it.
Yeah, I'm like, change my face.
He doesn't even have to say it. He kind of just like puts the idea in your head.
Got it.
Actually, no. I think he does have to say it.
I just do this.
Actually, let me
Just
see. 'cause
glare at him?
I didn't think about it. I wonder if you
Order.
actually do have to speak the language for it to work.
Think so?
I think so. I don't know, because I don't think Purple Man can affect animals either. But I just kind of gave you that one.
Oh yeah, true. I don't know. I haven't read too many things that Purple Man's in.
Just speak with the owls.
It would make sense if I give you a command and you only speak English. You're hearing the command in English, so you'd be like, "What the fuck is this nigga on about?
Yeah,
This guy
but-
on about?"
That's why I was asking. Because if let's say you go to like
Oh, is it complete control or is
Yeah.
it like it's a command? Okay.
like let's say they don't understand what you're saying or the thought you're putting in their head, would they
Would they comprehend it? I see what you mean.
Because would the command be put in English or just the language they understand?
I think it would work because the way it works is it's a virus. It's not really
it's
like
pheromones,
a
isn't
word
it?
thing. Yeah, it's pheromones. So I think it would work no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just changing my face. I'm wearing a trench coat the whole time, and anyone who approaches me like,
Where
"Hey,
did
you
you
look
get this
suspicious," I'm
trench
like,
coat?
"Huh?
Where'd you get this trench coat?
I stole it." I don't
I don't know if you know this, but for Purple Man's powers, if they have a strong enough will, it just won't work. Which is why it
You
like
think a
doesn't
store
work on
clerk-
Daredevil.
You think a store clerks are like,
Maybe
No,
they're
but like I think some doctors might.
why? They're not Daredevil.
No, okay, I use Daredevil as an example, but like other people in the world can just have a strong will.
Doctors gotta
He's
have a
just
strong
hawking
will.
at this point. I'm like, he's just hawking.
Doctors gotta have a strong will for everything they have to
Yeah,
experience.
like I feel like they're not pussies.
Yeah, but like,
Well, at least
if
not
you're
all of
if you're
them.
just a normal person, come on.
Yeah, like I think you get the clerk, but like I think you're not gonna just walk up to some random doctor. 'Cause first of all, you have to know which doctor can do the surgery.
True.
And you have to also know if they're gonna do it right.
I can find a practice. It's just plastic surgeons.
They also
Why not just go home, bro? Just live with
Just
your
go
life.
home.
No,
No.
just live with your face.
I don't think I will.
You know,
Okay, what?
we
Okay,
live
how
in the
about
age
this?
of
What if when
COVID
you're
right now.
when you're
Just put a mask on.
what if while you're in the search for a doctor, the genie guy comes back? He says, "There's no fix. Every time you fix your face, I revert it back."
Wow.
So you have to live with it.
Then I'm like,
It's a part of your curse.
I was like, all right, it's just
For
me
your
now.
mistake.
How bad is it? Like, I just forget how
Like
how
an
it
acid
looks.
burn.
It's who can I use as a better example? Who's like Two-Face, but all face.
I was like Two-Face.
yeah, but one face.
Oh my, like his eyeballs like hanging out. Oh my god. Bro, I'm never finding a lover.
You
I mean,
know
you could
that.
just
Go for the
You
blind
can
women,
just convince them.
or they can be blind.
My
Just
face,
convince
my
them
face
that
will,
you look normal.
My face will constantly hurt. Oh yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to be a menace.
That's not a menace. You're just trying to make your life
you're
easier.
trying to
I
live
look
your life.
good.
Nah, just normal. Don't be like I look like Ryan Reynolds. Just be like I look like.
No, because
like
she's
what I
not
used to
gonna
look
kiss
like.
me. Be like, why do you have no lips? I'm like,
Convince her that you do.
Gaslight.
I don't want
them.
to do all that. If I look like that, I'm like, I'm just not chill by myself.
Would you come back to the group?
Yeah, I'm like, this is
I'll be
me
like,
now.
oh my god, a demon!
Wait,
And I'll go,
shoot
"Bah,
me?
bah, bah, bah."
With what gun? You own a gun?
Eddie does.
You're going to like,
I'll go up
hey,
to
like, hey,
anyone with
Dev,
an
give me one sec.
arsenal.
Give us like
I'll go to anyone that has an arsenal on them. I'll be like, it's a demon. Brah, brah.
You're not shooting me, dude.
You're not gonna call him a demon and shoot him. And
I'll be, I'll
That
just,
is
yeah,
not
you're
who you
right.
are. I
I'll
don't
be
know.
like- I'll go up to Gabe and I'll be like, yo, there's an ugly person at the door.
I think it was context clues. You'd assume it's me or whatever.
I mean,
He can
are you
talk.
gonna,
His voice wouldn't change.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
have
think.
your like normal Deven
Yeah, I'm
outfit?
just me
I
with
thought
my
you had a
face
trench coat.
destroyed.
What happened to all that?
Well, yeah, you
That was
have
a
his,
different
like.
scenario.
Okay, wait. So are you going home first, changing, and then beating us?
Yeah, because
Or what? Like, what is your, like-
Since the scenario changed, I would like,
Well, scenario didn't change. Per se. You're still trying
No,
to
but,
change. Yeah.
let's say I can't change your face. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go home.
You go home first.
Yeah,
You'd be like, "Mom, this is my life."
yeah,
You just tell her about the powers.
no,
Would you tell us about the powers?
maybe.
No, he wouldn't.
Maybe.
No, he
Yeah, he
wouldn't. No,
wouldn't.
he
No.
wouldn't.
Devin absolutely wouldn't. He would use it to gaslight us into like stupid stuff. He'd be like, "Yeah, Gabe, remember you said you owe me $20?" I'm like,
And
"No." He's like,
No,
"Yeah,
I feel like
you
I
did,
feel like I
yeah."
would, because at that point, since I have powers, like it's not too unfeasible to assume that y'all can get powers. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's do this.
I mean, I would have to go through a life-threatening situation to get
We'd have to,
powers
like,
in this
become-
universe.
We have to become like bad people
You
and
don't
make an
become bad
accident,
people. I
and
don't
then the
know.
genie has to be like,
I know this
"Here, it's
being
your time."
exists. I'm like, I don't know. Let's find a way to summon this being again.
All you gotta do is just like try and he appears whenever you question something about the like curse.
Oh yeah, true. I'm like, hey.
It's kind of like from ReZero with like the when he says I returned from death or
I
something.
returned from death. Yeah.
And then he has that creepy feeling. It's like if you ever say anything close to the curse, he'll like appear.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I can like summon, not summon. I can like control people. He'd be like, I am here.
And then he goes, can't tell anyone about the curse.
Can I run?
Come to
once?
find this, the whole world just basically becomes like Magi, and he's actually just one Jin. That plane you were on was his dungeon, and you conquered it by killing everyone.
I'm like,
Yeah. So you'd be like, yo, guys, there's dungeon in this world. Or would you try and be
How would
like
you know that?
Sinbad?
yeah, we're like
He was
lads.
told. The genie told him.
Oh, the genie.
Like when he
okay.
approached us and he like when he had that whole feeling of maybe your powers exist, that's when the genie came in and told him the whole truth about
At
it.
that point, I'm like, lads.
Lads, let's
About to
conquer
make-
dungeons.
we got to conquer.
Seven Seas Alliance. Question mark.
There are 7 of us.
All right, and that's the play. We're gonna start conquering.
And as far as you know, you're the first dungeon conqueror.
Yeah,
And
That's
that's
kind of a bad,
your rivals.
kind of a lame Jin though.
that's a pretty cool gin.
It's like the one Sinbad has. Zepar.
Oh yeah, yeah, sorta. Yeah, but like, you can just control people. It's kind of
Yeah, but like it's like
if they have a weak will.
yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have a strong will, Jerry.
Yeah, you don't know where.
I'm not
If,
saying
if I'm
against
controlling
me.
you,
I
right?
think-
I'm controlling
I'm
you.
not saying
The only
against
way
me.
you would like get over that, I think, is if you conquer the dungeon, because I
Yeah,
think just
like-
conquering the dungeon would inherently make you have a
Would
better
test
will.
your will, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
that'd
have
be
to
the-
first conquer
like
a
if
dungeon
I-
before
let's
you
say-
can resist Deven.
If I were to conquer a dungeon, then yeah, the will is strong enough to face
Yes,
you.
I know. That's
mean
what we
face
just
you.
said.
So
And-
let's say.
And even then, if Deven catches you off guard, he could still get you.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool though. That'd be a cool concept. Like, yeah, I can use that power on anyone who hasn't conquered a dungeon. But like, conquering dungeons are kind of rare as it is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah,
Basically, we're just living in the world of Magi, dude. That would be so fun.
that would be fun.
And all.
I mean, not really.
All right,
'cause
let's
we
just
don't plot. We don't
now
plot
you're
armor.
Zepar instead of Purple Man. You're just Zepar now. We'll make it more like Magi based here. So you actually just have Zepar.
With all his abilities again?
Which other ones would you want to go for? Eduardo, how many Jins do you know?
He doesn't know any of them.
He's seen first season.
Yeah, I've
You only use two
I only
then.
know 2.
There's only 2 in the first season.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause there's Alibaba.
No,
There's
there's
Aladdin.
Sinbad has like 3.
in the first season. There's like a shit ton, but like,
Yeah, there's Aladdin's Jin, Alibaba's.
I wouldn't really count Ugo.
yeah, well, I'm not counting Ugo either. Cause
Wait,
not,
only
it's not,
one.
it's not,
not
in
a
his.
conquerable dungeon.
Yeah, it's not in his like. Yeah.
And only one.
You only know. Okay, you've seen more. There's more.
I've
in
seen
season
more,
1.
but I can only remember
I'm
one.
trying to remember what even
Yeah, it
happened
was
in season
Alibaba's.
1. What's
The one-
Alibaba's the
the-
fire one.
yeah,
You
the
don't
fire-
remember Sinbad's lightning?
Mm-mm.
Do you now that I just told you?
No.
Okay.
Because I think that second season is when Sinbad gets introduced.
No.
Is he really not in season 1?
He is.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he is.
Man, you saw Sinbad's lightning one then.
Did I?
It's like the only thing he uses in the season 1, I believe.
No, because yeah, he
He
was
uses two. He uses
season one?
he uses lightning one, and then he fights that one girl with like the water djinn, and he's like completely shits on her because he's that guy.
Because he is Sinbad, true.
Probably then, because I know he was introduced
Oh
in
no,
the
he
first.
uses 3.
In season 1?
I think it's the end of season 1. That's when they meet Alibaba. Not Alibaba, Sinbad.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah, I think it's the end of season 1. Yeah, he uses Sinbad uses like his half like. Whoa, I'm forgetting terminology from Magi. It's like
His
the half light
half-corrupt form?
Yeah, his half corrupt form.
That's not a Jin, though. That's just him.
No, he has like he has a djinn
That
has-
was from his water Jin, I believe.
Yeah,
because
but
he
he-
was like flying.
Yeah, but he has a djinn that has like both.
No, that was him.
That's him.
Yeah, he said that. That wasn't his Jin. He is half corrupt.
Oh
you read
yeah,
Sinbad,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
you're
that.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude's been.
I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but it is.
Yeah. I was
It's
thinking about.
whatever.
Oh yeah, because he does say because the guy's confused. Like,
Yeah.
why is my curse working? He's like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
This is why. This is me.
Which other dungeons would you try and go for?
I'm trying to think. What's a really good dungeon? Because I feel like most dungeons are kind of like they're not too many broken ones, but all of them are kind of like sort of even, if you know what I mean.
I kind of want. You don't know this, but I know Tyler's listening to this, and maybe some listeners might know. I want like all of Hakuryu's, except I want all of Hakuryu's. His gens are pretty elite.
Is that the
He's the guy with the staff and the burn mark on his face.
Oh, did he have the staff? Oh, that's
Yeah.
what you said. Not really had one. Oh, did he
The
get
guy
more?
with the staff
He
on the
gets
burn
more,
on
yeah.
his face?
Bruh.
That guy?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Man, you asked.
I did ask.
You did ask.
I did.
You literally
And
asked.
playback when I asked.
You
There's no
said, does he
clipping
get
play.
2?
Huh?
You said, does he get more?
Well, yeah, that's only because you said
You
that.
asked.
But that's only because you put the thought in my head. I'm like, this nigga only has 1, so I have to assume he got more because of what you said.
Hey, you asked.
Because he only has to plant 1.
But I think at the end of season 2, he says, I need to get another one.
Does he? It's been so long. But
Is there like a cap to how many dungeons there is, or is there always like?
Sinbad got capped because when he conquered 7, he tried to go to the next dungeon, and they were like, nah, nigga,
Yeah.
you're too OP. That's actually what
Yeah,
they
they're
said.
like, stop.
They're like, nah, nigga, stop. Let other
you
people
can be
conquer this
capped
one.
on how many you can go, but is there a cap of how many dungeons there is?
There's a
Uh,
certain number. I don't remember what number it was.
Is
So
it?
yeah, like eventually, if everyone is just that guy. Yeah, all the dungeons will disappear, but they're really hard to conquer.
Yeah, that's why like the number of dungeons never really matter because like it's like a death. Yeah.
We're just in this scenario assuming we're the main characters and we'll body these. I mean, if you can't conquer a dungeon, you could just be Deven's household vassal.
Oh yeah, give me my household.
You could if you can't conquer one. Like, what would you gonna do? Be depressed if you can't conquer one?
No, I'll just go at it again.
Go ahead again.
Yeah.
His limit, he gonna control like 3 people a day. Because you get parts of my power, just not the full like brunt.
No.
Why not?
I'll just keep going out of there. I'll be like, I'll make my own.
Or you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I think if you were Zepar, I think he would get like the sound part of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got rid of Purple Man. It's just that bar.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Oh, dude.
You could also get more and make him like a vest. You can get like Belial, like the lightning one, and make him a lightning user.
I don't know if this is biased, but Belial is so cool. I think it's just because Sinbad uses it a lot.
I think you're just a simp for lightning because you're talking about Anel too.
And you're black.
True. And he's wearing white.
And he's wearing white.
I've been brainwashed.
Actually biased.
Your man titties are out.
That's so rude.
You're such a bully, bro.
I bully him because I love him. I want him to be better.
You want him to be better. All right, for POV,
We'll
for
see
the
you tomorrow,
podcast
Jose.
listeners, you guys are audio only. Jose walked by, and that's when Deven said your titties are out.
Have a nice day at work.
Have a nice day at work. Have a nice day at work, honey. Bye.
I guess we can move off.
Leave.
We can probably come back to it later when like Tyler's here because Eduardo doesn't really know anything.
No, about Manga, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I do know is, I watched all of Moon Knight a second ago.
How'd you watch all of it?
Yeah, the 2 episodes that are out.
Oh, I didn't watch the second
That's
episode.
not all of it.
That's all that's out right now.
I was gonna watch the second episode, but I just didn't.
Yeah, I saw it right before I came over here.
Moon Knight's amazing. I love him in the comics. I
love the series.
Have you seen the show?
I've
Like,
seen episode
the first
1.
episode?
Yeah, I saw episode 1.
What do y'all think about
I'm
it?
waiting for Mr. Knight to show up. He's one of my personas I love from Moon Knight.
Oh, that's the one with the white mask.
Yep, and he goes like.
That one is kind of cool. I think that's the
Mr.
one.
Knight's like personality is so clean to me.
Because isn't he like the detective or something, or like he's like the most like Batman-esque?
Yeah, he's the most Batman-esque. Yeah.
Because I think that's the one I'm most familiar with. Because I see him and he's like always like in the background, like, all right, this is how the guy died. I'm like, who is this guy?
So what do you guys think of it so far from the first episode?
I love it.
Yeah.
Cinematography's good.
Mhm.
My only gripe is like, why are they using CGI? You're Disney. You got money. But
For
CGI for what?
the suit?
no, there were a couple scenes like on that road scene. They CGI'd like the truck, and like, I'm not the biggest like I'm not like those Twitter people. I'm like why are they using CGI? I'm like,
I mean, you
But I
kind of
looked
have
at
to
it.
use CGI for that scene.
Yeah, especially
You
for
can't
what?
just crash a truck.
you can. You see what they do in Fast and Furious? They don't use CGI.
Yes, they do.
That the whole safe scene was that was real.
That's safe. That's different. That's a whole different thing. You're talking about crashing a truck though.
I don't know, but I've seen the things they've done in Disney. I don't
Like
know.
what?
Is this because like Disney set my bar so high? It was weird seeing them use
This is
CGI.
a show.
I don't think so.
It's not a
Disney
movie,
in
it's-
general, especially when it comes to Marvel, their CG has been notoriously bad.
Really?
Remember
Yeah.
Tony Stark in Civil War with his head sticking out of the suit? Their CGI
didn't
is
notice
always
that.
Or
I
been
didn't
bad.
notice
young
that.
Tony Stark.
Yeah,
You don't turn it.
they're known
When they
for
used it
having
when he
bad
was a
CG.
kid.
I
Not a
don't
kid.
know.
that's
I
a-
didn't think that was that bad though.
It is. It's pretty bad. Go look at it. It looks pretty bad.
I guess I don't know. Maybe I just didn't notice it. But for some reason, I noticed this one. For some reason, I'm like, I don't know.
I always
Maybe my
notice it.
standards are just a little too high for Disney because they have all this money.
Especially because I know nothing about Moon Knight. So seeing this show, I was like really interested in what's going on.
Yeah,
Especially
I know.
with the first episode's like cinematography.
Yeah, I
With
know.
just the cuts.
I know bare bones before Moon Knight, so that's why I am excited to watch this.
Mhm.
So then I can like start reading some comic season. I'm like, what do you do? True. Then he's in like none of the major like he's in some of the comics I read, but like I said like on the other podcast episodes, he's just background.
He's there.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's-
solo for the most
Yeah,
part.
he's like doing his own thing.
Mhm.
That's what I think. That's like part of the reason why, like, we meme. It's like New York has all these heroes, but they don't ever like people still do crime in New York. But like the fact that there's so many solo heroes in New York is why it works. Like people like Punisher and Spider-Man, they don't usually team up with people. They're kind of solo people. And Moon Knight's one of those people too. He's also in New York. I don't think in the show he's in New York yet, but he is a New York-based hero as well.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, because he's in London right now. People are like, why is he in London? Why is he a British person?
Yeah. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
True.
And I saw the second episode, so that I got even more excited.
No, I didn't see it yet, but
Yeah,
I'm
I can watch it
excited.
later.
yeah, we can watch it later.
It was a good episode. There was a cinematography, and I was like, this just looks nice, dude. It's like wallpaper worthy.
No.
There's also that since last time, it's been a while since we recorded the Oscars moment.
Oh yeah.
the Will Smith.
You got anything to
thing?
say about
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I thought it was. I think I was telling this to Devin. I thought it was funny. I didn't know the Oscars were even on until that happened.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
me
I was
neither.
like, oh, what's that? Why are the Oscars trending? I didn't even know the Oscars happened yet, and it was the Will Smith thing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
yeah.
If I think if that didn't happen, I genuinely would not have known the Oscars happened.
Yeah, I didn't know they happened. Someone just asked me, "Yo, did you hear about Will Smith hitting Chris Rock?" And I was like, "What? When?" They were like, "It just happened a second ago. It's at the Oscars." And I was like, "The Oscars are still a thing?" Like,
Okay, I'm not that.
That's an
stupid.
exaggeration.
Yeah,
man. That
yeah.
was just an exaggeration. I didn't know that like the Oscars were happening that day either.
Yeah, I was in Discord with artists. I think Ash, and I was playing Elden Ring, and she's like, "Will Smith just smacked Chris Rock." I'm like, "What you on about? Like, not my king."
Not my Will Smith.
No, like my king would never do that. This is black excellence at its finest. Go to Twitter. That's all they're ever talking about. I got burnt out on the Will Smith meme.
Day one. So did I.
I was like, this is.
I
all
chose.
these
I
niggas
chose to
talking
get. I
about.
chose to get on Reddit that day
I
because I,
don't
was
think
just
any of them were
scrolling.
really funny.
Huh?
I don't even think any of them were really funny.
I
The
saw,
most
I
funny
saw
ones-
two that I thought were funny.
The most funny ones were like the anime-esque ones. That's the one because like, oh, it's funny.
One of them was funny. It was the anime one, and then the other one was like this guy talking about like the input lag. Started talking about like it was a video game, fighting video game.
I saw the one with the hitboxes drawn
Yeah.
out. That one was funny.
He was
Like,
like,
okay.
with the input lag, y'all don't understand that Will Smith is already a broken character day one. Because Chris Rock had this many frames of stun lock. Theoretically, you could do this and that. And I was like, this is funny.
Yeah, the only funny ones like the dorky ones. We're like, all right,
All right,
let me.
let's
Here's the
crunch down the numbers.
Let's scale Will Smith real quick.
Didn't you post one to your TikTok?
Yeah, just see how. I was like, it was an experiment. I was like, I want to see Bare Bones meme. This is at the peak of its meme. I want to see how good it did.
How good did it do?
No, not good.
How many views did it get?
Honestly,
How many hashtags?
Yeah, I
were
think
there?
it
Was
was
it still up? I thought you deleted it.
no.
No, he did. The first one, the first
Oh,
draft.
Oh yeah, because that like
He misspelled
typo?
your.
yeah, I misspelled your.
Which channel is it on? Deven,
His main.
Oh, it's on
Yeah.
Deven 2.
Yeah, Deven 2. Deven 2 is like where I will post things.
Why don't you post anything on Deven 1? Is that just personal?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just decided that. What am I doing?
How many
Because,
views he's got?
It says 267. I don't know why I found it before he could.
I don't know. I was being NPC. I was like, what am I doing?
Like, how does my phone work?
I was legit.
Just staring at your own phone, like,
Because every once in a
What
while, I'm
is
like,
this,
how do
man?
I get to my settings on TikTok? I always forget. And I was like, oh yeah, it's
what
this.
is this magical box?
Well, considering that didn't do that well, it kind of makes me feel a little bit better about how the TikTok clips are going for us. Because we started recently doing, it's not recent anymore at this point, this episode comes out. But as recording, it's recent. We started
Yeah.
doing clips for the podcast. And the first video got like 800 views. So compared to that, which was topical at the time, the Will Smith thing, this getting more views than that means it's pretty
Yeah.
good traction.
True. But like,
Hopefully we can grow more.
I don't know. I view views differently on TikTok because like I think anyone can get views on TikTok. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
of like likes and comments and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why really it's, yeah, like you said, likes really. Comments maybe not so much, but likes for sure.
I think comments are more of a personal thing. I would like someone to comment like, this guy's kind of dumb. Like, yeah, true. This guy is dumb.
I'm always a fan of someone commenting on something I do. Gives me someone to interact with.
Yeah, same. I want more fan interaction.
Like who's the better stand? Will Smith or who's it? Batman.
Stand?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Will Smith, because Jada's stand, she's like Will Smith, and
Who's Batman stand to? Bruce Wayne?
yeah. You never seen the picture?
No, I don't
No.
see like
Me
go
neither.
It's like-
Batman.
It's like Bruce Wayne as
Killer.
Yoshikage Kira.
Is it actually? I've never seen that.
Me
in my
neither. I've
life.
never seen that.
I seen the Jada one. Like go Will Smith.
Editor, throw up the Bruce Wayne Kira picture.
Oh, like it worked like Wonder Review. Anyone who's talking bad about Jada, Will Smith will act. Oh, that was so cool. Whoa, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. Send it to
throw
the
that up,
editor.
editor.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Also, I kind of like, yeah, but get over it, pussy.
Stop.
Yeah, get over it.
Wait, what is his stand?
I was talking about Jada, like her stand can like Will Smith can activate only when someone's talking about her. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of like.
It's an automated stand.
Huh? Yeah, like Wonder. It would be like Wonder View, but different.
So weird that you know how Wonder View works.
It's such a, that's not
don't even.
Wonder View is the first stand ability I learned about, and it's such a cool ability. It got me into JoJo.
Wonder View is amazing ability.
God, and it's also a good song, so I'll be singing it, and I think about Wonder View. I'm like, Wonder of You. So
Can't
cool.
believe it. Talking about black excellence, but this man and Devin's listening to Elvis Presley. Shake my head.
I know, but like, I like separating artists from what it. It's different.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of separating the artist from the thing, but with Elvis Presley, it's kind of hard to do that considering his thing is.
But like, when a nigga's making good music, it's good music.
Music is music.
Would you bop to some like KKK mixtape?
What if it goes hard?
You
What
see
if-
what people have bop to, like fuck. I'm not gonna say
What,
that.
the Fortnite Battle Pass?
No, there's like. I'll just say it later. There's a song. It's like the Alabama song. Like,
The Alabama
like,
song.
I'm in Alabama, and I wanna.
I know
be
what you're talking
free.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed it to me in high school. Yeah, I know that song.
I'm like a cap. Like, man.
You
This,
still listen to it?
no, not now.
Well, I think those
But
songs
it's
are
low-key
made.
a bop. I'm like, dude, this is low-key a bop.
Is it a SoundCloud song?
I think so. I
Those
can't
are
remember.
it was
mostly
on
made
YouTube.
ironically though. Like if it was a KKK mixtape, it wouldn't be ironic. They
Yeah,
just
but if
hate
it goes
black people.
hard, I can't not admit.
Yeah. What if it goes
low-key
hard? Like
But-
cartel music.
It's like
Like
those.
cartel music?
Yeah, you ever heard cartel music?
That's just Mexican music, Eduardo.
But it goes hard.
What's cartel music?
It goes. It. Just,
I don't know.
It's
Hot
what
take.
it sounds
Actually,
like.
don't like Mexican music.
Wow.
I think it's boring. I think they all sound the same.
Yeah, they do.
No,
But they're all good.
Not Hugar,
No.
you have Safri. I think I'm saying it incorrectly.
Garvey's play. To play.
Yeah, you know what
I'm right, Eduardo.
You are. I don't know what you're
Do
looking
you know
at.
something about water?
No.
It's this one.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I translated it for you.
Yeah.
You're
Oh no,
like,
my
you-
bad. Not Hugar. It's
You played and I something.
yeah, and I suffered.
Yeah, you played and I suffered.
I translated it on my own.
Good job.
I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, it's suffer because it's like what?
Sufiri?
Sufiri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, suffer. I'm learning. That's a. I'd be bopping to that. That shit's so good.
Speaking of music, though, I'm looking forward to our next episode.
A lot of Spanish music is very
Bad.
very much talking about talking
Mid.
about being depressed, stealing someone's girl. That's it.
I mean, I
would
guess
never
if you
know.
hear a
I don't
lot
hear
of
what they
it,
say.
I guess if you hear a lot of it, then you just like get used to it. But like, I don't listen to Mexican music all too much. So when I heard that song, I'm like, this song is good.
Yeah, I've worked in 2 places with Mexican like main people,
Actually-
so I always hear Mexican music.
Actually, never mind, because like I know this guy and I know a bunch of Mexican people, and every time there's like a Mexican event and they play like music, I'd be like
the
jamming.
the party
1, 2,
Spanish
3,
music.
Go.
Yeah,
But that is
Yeah.
not Mexican. You just like Outcast.
It is. It's called El
1, 2,
Beeper.
3, my baby.
No, not
That's
that. I didn't say
Outkast.
that.
It's like
It was like,
un, dos, tres.
Franco.
All
All right, that's completely different. He didn't say uno, dos, tres. He said 1, 2,
Oh, whatever. You know what he meant.
I did it. I thought you actually was singing Outcast.
Ah.
He tried to play it off
That's
as
your
Mexican
fault.
music.
He said
I
they
guess
played at
Mexican
the
party
Spanish-
music. They just goes harder than
It does. Like any song that they play at a Mexican party
That
does
shit
go hard.
goes dummy. That's what's confused when he said it was mid. I'm like, no shot. This shit
I don't
goes
know.
dummy.
Like maybe like 1 or 2 songs, but I mean, for the most part, the generic Mexican music all sounds the same and it's boring. Like I'm sure someone could say that about like any type like rock, like oh all rock sounds the same, but then you play like some hard rock song, they'd be like, all right, this one goes hard. There's always gonna be an outlier, but for the overarching Mexican music, I think it all sounds the same.
I guess I just made myself. I haven't heard a song that like I just don't get bust down to. Cause every once in a while,
A lot of Spanish music also is just directly translated English songs.
Are
is
they?
it? Is it?
Mhm.
But
There's
they're
a
Mexican
lot-
people singing it.
I remember a while ago there was this song. It was a Justin
Oh, I
Bieber
think I know what you're talking about. Where they like
They
they
just
like
translate
cover
it? Yeah, they cover it
I
and
heard
they
them
make it
playing
their
that
own
at Roadhouse.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were like they're playing 50 Cent, but in Mexican, and I was like,
In
I knew
Spanish,
the
you
beat.
mean?
I was like, no shot. They just stole
do.
50 Cent.
They do that a lot.
song.
They do that a lot. They'll
So
just
I was singing it, and they were like, okay, Gabe, you know Spanish. I'm like, no, they stole this song.
be like, no, they did it. He
They
stole
said
it.
that. They
No,
said that.
Don't do
They're
that.
like, this is not a cover. I'm like, what are you on?
Yeah,
they
they
stole his flow bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
That's what they
Word
do.
for word.
Yeah. I remember a Justin Bieber song. I forgot what it was called, but it was playing when I was like visiting El Salvador. but it was a cover. It was a Spanish cover, and I was like, "Is this what I think it is?" No shot, it is.
Was it Yummy?
Which one?
How do you say yummy in Spanish?
It's Yummy.
Yummy.
Yeah, only Yummy.
It's not. There's no like direct. There's no translation for it.
Okay, yeah, no direct, but like, how would you say like something like good? But like as a kid,
Delicioso.
how would a kid be like, "Ooh, I like this?
Delicioso.
I don't know. I don't think they would
Delicious.
say delicioso.
It's just
Yeah, I know what
delicious.
delicioso means. That word.
I think it translated because it's
Yeah.
delicious. It's yummy.
But like that wouldn't work in the song format.
I don't know then.
I don't know. Look up the Spanish version of Yummy and see what it shows
If
up.
there is a Spanish version of Yummy.
You like that song, Deven?
That's.
You think it's better than any Kendrick Lamar song
Wow, I didn't say that.
ever? You guys hear this, man? The black community might have to disown you, Deven. Everything you said today.
Don't do
You
that.
said Elvis Presley better than Michael
I
Jackson.
never said that either. Michael Jackson will be
Said
forever
Lil
my
Nas
number
X
one artist. Stop the
above
cap.
Kendrick Lamar.
Michael Jackson above Kendrick.
No,
Oh.
that's not what I said. I said Lil Nas X above Kendrick Lamar.
That's crazy. As
You
much
have
as
that,
I do,
Deven?
no. I
You
don't.
hear this take,
Okay,
guys?
what is this? I'm not getting gaslit.
You're not being
I
gaslit.
think I have pristine music taste.
We'll see.
Lil Nas is pretty good though. I fuck with Lil Nas.
One of these days, should we do a music 3x3?
Would that be artist song?
And they kind of like it.
What would it be for artists?
Yeah, not songs. Artists.
9 artists.
Would you be down for that, Eduardo?
I can do 9
Sure.
artists.
Potential gaming
Eduardo's-
3x3.
I don't want to hear World's music taste.
Eduardo, I know he'd have 3 days grace or disturbed, or maybe both.
You putting Beethoven in your list, Eduardo?
Are you?
No.
You wouldn't put Beethoven?
Yeah.
All he dropped were bangers.
I don't know,
What about
man.
Mozart?
Wolfgang. I might put Wolfgang in my list.
Wolfgang, Mozart.
Wolfgang.
Mozart does go
Amadeus.
hard.
He does.
I actually was unironically listening to some Mozart one day.
Classic music goes hard.
Yeah, just delicious.
Cause I saw a meme that like Wolfgang was on that Mozart was on Spotify, and I was like, no shot. And I looked at his spot, I was like, he has a Spotify page, and I started vibing out to some Mozart.
I remember at the beginning of COVID when it was first starting. There was a meme going around that I saw at least, and it was like Mozart dropping a new album in the
I
middle
saw
of
that.
COVID.
Yeah.
It was just the
I saw that
Overwatch
too.
meme.
I ironically listen to classic music. I love classical
It's
music.
great. It's great to just like relax to.
We're calling Beethoven and Mozart classical music. I think they're just like symphonies, right?
I think symphonies is
Classical
I
music
think
is, like,
symphony is a form of classical music because classical is like an umbrella term, and there's different styles like romantic style, the symphony, waltz, dance. I think classical is just an umbrella term.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
And we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
the
see.
better
So-
music taste.
Oh, that's what you meant. I think you meant from what he was saying.
When will this episode come out? Do you think? Will it come out by the time May?
It'll
I don't
come out
think
next
so,
month.
right?
It'll be like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be in May.
It will be May.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode will come out by the time the poll ends for the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me and you are pretty neck and neck. I think last
Are
time I
we?
checked. Yeah, I think you have 5. I have 4.
5-4.
And
Pretty good
Eduardo's
race so
0
far.
because he's bad.
About what?
Video game.
Oh,
taste.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to tell you, world. No one cares about your video game takes, but
I got my own taste.
They're bad, yeah. What was like that one video game he really put in his list that we were like, why?
oh, it was a horror game.
It was
you'll
Outlast.
know
Oh, Outlast.
Yeah.
That's
It
right.
was like the one horror game I liked.
Put Outlast.
I just really like the psychos in
I
Outlast.
don't know, man.
It's a whole mid thing.
There's no good horror game.
Yeah, there is Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's.
It's literally peak.
I guess you have 1 vote, Eduardo, but yeah, I gave that 5. I'm at 4. Surprisingly, mine were like I didn't think I was gonna get 4 votes, but Jose has 2 and Eduardo's 1.
Jose got more votes than you, Eduardo.
Apparently.
Imagine getting losing to someone who wasn't even on the episode.
Chingo.
Guy
dude.
put a whole genre of Pokemon on his list, dude.
Chingo.
Well,
Nothing
he
I can
eventually
do.
gave one. He said
Did he?
like Indigo or something. Yeah, remember I texted him in the episode.
Is it Indigo? That's
It
the
was like
anime.
some green one or something.
Oh yeah, it was green. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon.
Still
game.
weird. He chose green. Oh yeah, because I called him a boomer for liking Gen 1. Gen 1's kind of mid. Yeah, hot take. I know it. Gen 1's mid.
Do you have any hot takes about
Pokemon or anything?
Nah,
What,
a
anything?
hot take? Yeah.
I don't know what.
hot takes.
Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of mid.
Bro, you've said that already.
Huh?
I think so. Didn't he say that already?
I think I said it to y'all, but I don't think I said it on the
Yes.
episode.
I think you did.
You have.
I'm pretty sure you have.
I think I have. I think that's my only like objective hot take. I don't know, because like
take.
I can see it getting better, just like where it is right now. It just got way too much hype. I don't know. I think it was just an alright season.
What do you think about Demon Slayers then? Because I think Jujutsu Kaisen season 1's better than Demon Slayer season 1.
Yeah, and I didn't. Demon Slayer was just okay in my opinion as well. It wasn't nothing too crazy.
At the time, JJK was the only like good thing that had come out that year.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
JJK just took advantage of this. Nothing was coming out that year, and everyone was like, "Yo, this shit just it. This is the it factor right here." I'm like, this is just a normal shonen. It's not doing anything too crazy in my opinion.
Yet, as far as we know.
Even in the first season, I think it wasn't generic. What other shonen was doing what they were doing in season 1?
I'm not saying it's generic. It's just like
It was just
it
bad.
didn't blow me away. It was just like, okay, it's a shonen.
No, that's fair, but like saying it's generic, I think is just wrong.
Yeah, I think I used the wrong. I didn't mean to say generic. It's alright.
Like, yeah, it's fair you don't like it. Like, I think, okay, at the time of watching Demon Slayer season 1, I didn't think it was that bad, but when I reflected on it, I was like, season 1 actually is pretty bad for Demon Slayer. It's kind of boring to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing really happens.
that's what I tried to tell y'all. You're like, oh, you don't like world building. Like, no, nothing really happens.
It's because the way you explained it is you said, I don't like that they're just talking.
Yeah.
There's
Is
that
no
what I
hands.
said?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the way you
That's the whole
explained it.
reason we
That's-
memed on
I
you
don't
for
think I
not
said
liking
that.
it.
That
That's
is
exactly what you said.
That's where the
I
meme
could have
came
sworn
from.
because I watched up to episode 4. I'm like, nothing's really happening.
Because what you specifically said, because you were like, I see everyone talk about episode 19. When do I get to see fights? All they do is talk.
okay, that was just a miss on my part then.
Yeah, that's what
it was mainly because
Yeah.
it was mainly 'cause
Deven
nothing's
hates
happening. I'm like, what? Nothing's
For the
happening.
most, yeah, season 1's really like
It's very slow.
dry. There's like no real substance because like the peak of season 1 is episode 19. It takes 19 episodes for it to have a good fight.
Yeah.
And then I think Entertainment District's one of the best arcs in Demon Slayer, so I guess kind of Swordsmith Village is kind of bad, so it's gonna go down a little bit. And then what's after that? I mean, the
And
final
then-
arc is pretty good, honestly.
I think it's Swordsman and then the Raid.
The Raid?
Yeah. I don't know how else to explain it. without-
Shadow? That one?
I don't want to get into it.
Speaking of raid,
I don't want to like explain more.
Speaking of Raid,
I want to.
I wish.
I want to speak more about the arc because I don't know what the arc is called, but I know what happens in it. And I feel like if I try and explain it right now, it spoils it for Deven.
I mean, it's fine.
What
Well,
Hashira involves it?
All of them.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you whisper
Isn't that
that?
just the
I
final
heard
arc?
you.
That's just the final arc.
Is that not what happens after Swordsman?
That's what I said, and you said the Raid arc is before that.
Is there only
didn't
5
say
arcs in
before.
Demon Slayer?
So yeah, basically,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
like
Demon Slayer's short.
you can separate it.
Yeah,
but-
Demon Slayer is really short.
Oh yeah, because it already did end. I remember when people were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, Demon Slayer's ending."
Yeah.
Because the thing ended around the same time. Everything else was ending. I think like what Fire Force ended, and then My Hero.
No, Fire Force ended
There was-
like
there was one-
recently.
There was an era where like a lot of stuff was ending, and people were like, "Where do I read now?" I can't remember what was in that.
No,
like,
that was
oh,
a
it's-
while ago when One Piece was announcing that it's in its final arc.
Okay, no, what you're thinking of is everyone was announcing their ending.
Oh,
That's the thing.
okay.
They're
Because
announcing their
They weren't
ending.
actually
My
ending?
Hero was in their final arc. Fire Force was in their final
Oh,
arc.
okay, yeah.
Tokyo Avengers was in their final arc.
People were like, "Bruh."
Black Clover is supposedly somewhere near their final arc.
Yeah.
My Hero is
One Piece is
finishing-
ending. One
Wow.
Piece is almost in their final arc.
Yeah, it was people saying that they were
Yeah,
about
like,
to
people
end.
were like,
it.
Yeah.
what do I read
Promised
now?
Neverland ended. Demon Slayer ended.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are ending. Doctor Stone just ended recently too.
Oh my
A lot of stuff is ending.
I love Doctor Stone.
It's because after One Piece ends, I think by the time One Piece ends, Jujutsu Kaisen will also be finished, and Black Clover might also be finished. So then, and My
We're
Hero
lo-
obviously will be finished.
We're losing
So
a
what
lot of
is
we're
Shonen Jump
losing
gonna
a lot
have?
of shonens.
Shonen Jump gonna they need that next big title to like blow up.
I mean,
think that's definitely.
I mean, they're replacing it with like what? Is Chainsaw Man?
We're just gonna ignore that, bro. All right,
dumb,
Chainsaw Man's not
dog.
Shonen Jump though. If we're just gonna ignore,
What?
move on.
What I do?
You were stupid. You did the stupid.
Chainsaw Man isn't Shonen Jump though.
They do.
So, but if
Not
maybe
only
if
is
you
it
wanted
not
to move
shonen, it's done.
no, it is Shonen, but it's not
Um,
Shonen Jump.
It's
Oh, is it?
It's
oh,
not done
Shonen
either.
It's not
It's
Shonen
part
Jump?
2.
I thought it was shonen. Jump.
No, it's not Shonen
What is
Jump.
it? Just shonen?
It's Shonen Plus. It's like the same
Plus,
place
that's
like
what it was.
where Dawn to Dawn and Hell's Paradise are
Is
at.
Spy Family Shonen Jump or is this Shonen
Plus.
Shonen Plus?
Plus.
Oh, then Shonen Jump.
Shonen's just
Shonen Jump right now only has Jujutsu Kaisen, like their actual big three is Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, and Black Clover.
Man.
Obviously One Piece, but those four are all ending soon.
Has Boruto
They need
ended?
another big title to like.
What about
come up.
Boruto?
Has Boruto ended? They still have
Boruto's not
Boruto.
on Shonen Jump either.
What is it in?
It's a monthly magazine. Shonen Jump is a weekly one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's weird. I don't know then.
Yeah. Like I think.
I
What
guess
does
like
Shonen
the
Jump
best
have,
shot is
actually?
Chainsaw Part. Nah, never mind.
I mean,
Part two.
Hunter always could come back.
They could, if they ever will.
Come back.
We need you.
When they needed it most.
But that would be crazy. Imagine all those end, and then Togashi's like, "I'm back." He comes back, goes weekly
He's
on
like,
that.
he's like, my back feels better.
That'd be crazy.
He was just being held back by the pressure of One Piece and like all these other.
He was just waiting for them
mangas.
to end.
He's like, now I can really shine. Boom, start pumping out chapters every week. That'd be crazy. I'd be for it. I might actually read
Be like
Hunter x Hunter.
Mad Lad, actual madman.
Like I don't even like the art of Hunter, but I might read it if he just comes back and's like, all right, I'll take over the mantle of head Shonen Jump.
That'd actually really crazy.
I'll be like, oh my god, this madman.
Togashi.
I guess there's only time will tell if anything pops
Yeah.
up.
Huh.
They have a little bit of time. I think the one that's probably gonna end soon is the closest to ending is probably My Hero. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think the farthest is either Black Clover or One Piece because One Piece, he still hasn't finished Wano yet. But when he finished Wano, we're in the final arc, and he took about 3 years on Wano. If he took about 3 years on Wano, they'll probably take another 3 years on the final arc. So I think One Piece won't end until like what's 2022. It probably won't end until 2025
Maybe.
at the most.
I think
or
it is
minimum.
kind of cool that we got to see like the ups and downs of Shonen Jump. Like we're on like the back half of like Naruto, and I guess Bleach didn't really like finish, but like
It did finish.
yeah, but oh, is it?
Yeah, the
What
anime
if-
didn't finish.
Oh yeah, the anime didn't finish. But yeah, we got that era, and then we saw like the rise of like My Hero and all that, and then we get to see them end.
That actually does remind me though, because Bleach did come out with a one shot that could potentially lead into another series. So Bleach could come back and be like, "I'll take over after all these series die," and they know that's like a guaranteed cash cow because it's Bleach. They know it'll sell. That could do something.
Damn.
But yeah, I agree. It's crazy that we got to see like we literally saw Black Clover get built up from chapter 1 and like My Hero, because
Mhm.
these are like 2014 series,
Yeah,
and
crazy.
then even Dr. Stone and all that.
and we're about to once these all end, we're about to see like something else take its place.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for like another shonen adventure to come out, and once I see it come out, I'm gonna read it from day one.
Be like,
I was there.
be that manga reader.
that's me.
I was there. Day one.
At least, and even if we're just talking about in general, like all the other like big shows that are ending, Attack on Titan ended a while ago too.
Mhm.
So that's and like of like blockbuster mangas, what is really left out there?
Nothing.
Like there's still some seinen ones, but like shonen, I think the biggest one that's not ending soon is probably, I don't even know. I think they're all ended or gonna end soon.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just forgetting one. This someone gonna clown me, but like I can't think of anything.
I'm trying to think, but I can't think of anything.
Like Spy Family's gonna go for a while, but I wouldn't really consider that like it's not like an adventure shonen. It's a different type of.
Isn't it like a
shonen.
comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slice of life
So,
comedy.
yeah, that's what someone told me. Who will not be named.
Yeah, also Kaguya-sama's ending too,
Oh my god.
and then part 9 is gonna be the final JoJo part.
Damn, really?
Right.
Right.
But-
I forgot-
Well, okay, no. Think about this though. He takes 10 years to finish
Yeah, you're
JoJo.
right.
It's monthly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have JoJo for another 10 years.
Let's get it.
We're eating.
Let's go.
And then you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm not done. I'm not.
No, he's gonna be 80 years old and Marty.
What
He's
if-
not making
Nigga,
another part.
What if he's like that scene from Wolf of Wall Street? I ain't fucking leaving.
I'm not. No shot.
He'd be like, you know what? I love this. Part 10.
And then part 10 could take place in 2020.
What, during COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he could like write scenes like, yeah, Kanye. He could write Kanye into the story.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
go.
You know, the battle takes place at the Oscars, and you see Will Smith suck Chris
I'm
Rock.
I
You could do
love
that with
it.
part 9.
Nah.
Well, actually, no, you can't.
What year is part 9 in? Oh yeah, because isn't part like 6 like 2001?
Ish.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's 2001.
Part 4 is 1999.
Yeah, because like Sam Raimi's movie was in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, part 9 could just be in. I mean, it'll be like early 2000s.
Yeah, it was like
part 9
2005?
takes place directly after part 8.
Like,
Part 8. Part
5.
8.
Oh yeah, I forget. There's like, yeah.
And I don't know what. I think part 8's like 2010 or something.
So part 9 could be, you know.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
He was like, yeah, Will Smith did what?
I also don't think Iraqi's caught up with American matters. He's a Japanese man. I don't know if you remember that.
Though.
He could, but I think it's unlikely.
Wait, you listen to our music? That's it?
Yeah,
Just you watch.
that's common.
He wrote a whole story in Florida.
Okay.
Why? He could have done it.
They were just in prison. That doesn't take much knowledge of America.
I guess.
It's not like he's writing the intricacies of our politics, and like he didn't put any like American figures in the show. The only series I can think of is like Baki that did that, because they have Muhammad Ali and Barack Obama.
I almost spilled something from part 6 on accident. I was just about to say something about it.
Is it for the around the ending?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did put a figurehead.
A figurehead?
A
That's not
more
even
of
the
a
right
figure
word.
hand, but you know.
Bruh, is it Will Smith?
No.
You wish.
It's Spider-Man.
Man.
The Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman. Did you see that? Speaking of the Batman. Did you see that meme where it's like Marvel fans when Batman doesn't say that sounded better in my head when he said I'm vengeance?
True. I mean, I haven't seen that
yeah.
specific meme, but I've seen.
I
stuff like
get the
that.
concept of the meme.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Marvel fans, like, they're used to like the cringy Marvel
Yeah.
jokes. I was telling this to my dad. I've never been a fan of the cringy Marvel jokes they always make in their movies, and I don't know what movie
I
was.
used to be. I used to
was
be like,
watching
this
with
is
them.
fun. It makes me chuckle, and then I'm just
I
like,
never-
nah.
It
it's
never
not-
really bothered me because I'm like, so the characters who do it, I'm like, okay. Because people like Ant-Man, like, that's how his movie was. I'm like, okay, it makes sense he's making jokes. Tony's snarky, like snarky, he's like sarcastic. I'm like, alright, this is alright. There's not too many characters that make jokes where I'm like,
It's not because of the characters. It's because of the times they do
the
it.
times they do
It's
it?
just so forced. They just throw into like you guys are fighting for the universe right now. Like you're talking about some like, oh, he built like a raccoon. Like, yeah, we know he's a raccoon.
I guess.
Like in the Infinity War, in the middle of a war, I think you stole my beard. Really? Is it the time for he's talking about that? You're fighting a war right
yeah,
now.
but like they're winning. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. You still might
They lost in Infinity War. And then Endgame.
You think they're a
the
loser? I think
beginning
it's probably
scene, Tony just lost everything, comes back and still has to joke about Raccoon being a Build-A-Bear. No shot, man. This man's depressed. He lost everything in front of his
You
face.
know what they say, Gabe? Some people just deal with situations differently.
He didn't laugh at it though, so he wasn't doing
He
it with
was laughing in his
comedy.
head.
He was making a stupid
He was
joke.
laughing in his head.
He's like, this funny.
But I get it. Yeah, I've gotten
Yeah.
tired of the Marvel
never-
comedy.
I've never said they bother me. It's just I've never been a fan of them. I've never been like I've never laughed. I don't think at any of them.
I see what you mean. Cause like when I watched the movie, it never like, bro, why did they do that? I think the only time they have done that is like a scene in Endgame. I'm like,
Which one?
why is this happening? The female scene.
The females, yeah,
Yeah, like this. Is
that one
forced.
did feel very forced.
I hate it.
Like I was like, because I hate when you bring this up to people because like, or you just don't like women. No, they can do that scene, but make it make sense. Why are they all just appearing there, right there, to help
Yeah.
the strongest one on the world there? What
Yeah.
Captain Marvel doesn't need your guy. Doesn't need help from Okoye. What's she gonna do that Captain Marvel can't do?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It could have
felt
made
the
way.
same.
They could have make one make way more sense.
But yeah, but they were like, I think the what someone was telling me, like, I think Brie Larson wanted that scene to happen.
Like
I think it was
I'm
Brie
fine
Larson
with the
influence.
scene, but like
It was just
like
an
make
oddly
it make more
placed.
sense.
It was
yeah.
oddly
Yeah, I'm
placed.
like, why is this happening? We're in a
'Cause
Civil War.
I saw people comparing it to like the first Avengers scene where they're all posing. I'm like, that one is less forced because they actually all naturally met up there and then they did it. It's not like they all appeared and then posed for him.
Like, all right,
They all met
get
up
it.
at first, and then Steve gave them the plan, and then they were looking at where to go. Like that
Yeah,
one made
they were
more
grouping
sense.
up to that.
Yeah. So like you can build up to it and make it make sense. There's nothing wrong with the scene happening. It's just how they did it is wrong.
Yeah. What you doing to the cat?
Just put my fingers around her
Why?
to pick it up.
But you didn't.
Yeah, because she doesn't like it.
What do you feel about the comedy in like the Batman?
Was there comedy in the Batman?
I thought
It's like
It was like subtle humor.
it's subtle humor. Yeah, that's because that's the only way you can. That's literally Batman humor.
it made me chuckle.
There's no like unless you want Adam West Batman, you're not getting like in your face.
It made me
humor.
chuckle sometimes.
I
I didn't burst out laughing, but I was like,
mean, we all watched the movie together.
yeah.
Did I see it with you guys?
Yeah,
you were
I
there.
paid for your ticket.
You
Oh, yeah, that's
you
right,
hit
yeah,
word like, hey, what that mean? And then the world like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
true.
actually not what that word means. And then they bring it up like, are you dumb? You don't know Spanish. And the world's like, oh my god, I know
Well, didn't
Spanish.
say that.
I guess the penguin.
Yeah,
Anytime
you-
the penguin was on screen, he was pretty funny.
Yeah, you asked Eduardo.
True.
Like,
Penguin was
Yeah.
funny.
you asked Eduardo because they said like El Rata or like where.
Oh,
they
yeah,
said,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
you're
like,
right,
yo,
yeah.
what that would that mean?
Well, technically he was wrong because it was a word. They just used it wrong.
Yeah.
So you were still wrong, Eduardo.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I think, like, cause I think I kind of like the Batman's humor more than I like Marvel's humor, because it's like, it doesn't feel forced. It usually made sense, and most of the time, it didn't seem like they were saying it because it was a joke. It was only funny contextually to us, like as the viewers. In the scene, I don't think they were thinking it's a joke. Like when Gordon's going up the house and Batman's like, no guns. He's like, hey, that's your thing. He's not saying that as a joke in there. He's saying it like real life. Like that's you. That's not me. But we view it as a joke because we're the viewers and we know that's like funny. Batman doesn't use guns.
No
like
guns,
that.
Batman.
Yeah. So that's why I think their humor worked more, because it actually seemed to make sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't like good per se. Like I didn't think it was like I'm like laughing out loud to their humor, but it just made more sense, and I think it's more well placed.
I agree. I just feel like Marvel's like more like family oriented. Like
It
they
is,
know
for
like
sure.
children. Yeah. So I let it slide sometimes. Like I know like whole kids are watching these movies, and I don't mind too much. As long as it doesn't give away the story too much, I'm like, all right, I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of the Deadpool coming into Disney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what happened with Deadpool?
There's a lot of rumors about Deadpool 3 being PG-13 now because well, mainly obviously it's Disney, but originally the person who said when Deadpool was brought into Disney, like, oh, we're keeping this rated R, was Bob Iger. He no longer with them anymore, so he's gone. And also they hired a director from the I believe the Adam Project who worked with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
He also did Free Guy. They hired that dude to direct for potentially Deadpool 3. I don't think they officially announced it was Deadpool 3, but they said like it's a Ryan Reynolds movie, and I think people are just assuming it's Deadpool 3.
If they do end up making it PG-13, I want to at least like them poke fun at it.
I'm gonna cry.
I think
maybe,
he absolutely
like
would.
maybe Deadpool make fun of it and be like, we can't do this no more because it's PG-13, and they just pushes the camera away.
Yeah, but you can only do the joke.
He
so many
would do
times.
that.
He would
yeah.
do the joke once,
Yeah, but
I'd be like,
I'd rather have a PG-13 Deadpool show with him doing stuff like that than a movie.
Has Disney never made a rated R movie?
yeah,
Nope,
they have.
they haven't.
Have they not?
Nope.
Or are you just saying yeah with no proof?
Yeah,
Right.
you didn't have any evidence of that claim. You're just saying yeah.
Let me see.
They don't.
swear.
They're a
He's
family
making
movie.
baseless claims.
They're a family
We'll
business.
see.
Because everything they make, well, not everything they make, but for the most part, everything they make, they want to be able to go to Disney World. And you can't go to, like, you can, but like, kids are going to Disney World, but like, who's that, mommy? That's Deadpool. How come we can't watch that movie? It's rated R, right? So, that's like a big part of it.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate that. Maybe
It does
about
suck.
That.
Yeah,
Can't
I was
find one?
right, wasn't I, Eduardo?
I
Because
won't
Disney's
get-
a family
I won't
company.
get too far into it.
I don't know why you would
I
assume-
read the
what-
first title.
What rated R movie do you think Disney would make? What, Toy Story 4 was rated R?
Maybe.
No shot.
Toy violence.
For some reason, Film Theory made a theory about it.
About
Because
what?
I just saw it. I was like, this topic sounds familiar. I saw like a thumbnail like Avengers or like Disney's gonna start making rated R movies. I'm like, no shot. It's cap.
I don't think they would. They'd have to have a good reason to do it.
Yeah.
Rated R is such like a... I can see DC doing it, and obviously Fox could do it because they've done it before.
Yeah, it's Fox.
I just don't see Disney doing it unless they're forced to. And literally the only thing they would do it for is Deadpool,
Yeah.
I think. Well, they have the X-Men now, so maybe.
Yeah, but the X-Men doesn't have to be rated R for their stories to work.
absolutely
though.
doesn't. Maybe a Ghost Rider could be, but even then that could also
Yeah,
be
even then,
PG-13.
yeah.
Same with Blade. So Deadpool's really the only guy who kind of has to be rated R.
Yeah, I hate it here.
We'll see then.
Yeah, we'll see. It could be good still. Like Deven, like Free Guy. Free Guy was PG-13.
Yeah, but I like Free Guy because like it's a movie I can just turn my brain off. I'm like, all right, Ryan Reynolds, take me.
Yeah, do that with Deadpool 3.
No, because
Ryan Reynolds,
Deadpool's a
take me.
character I'm very invested in, and I'm like, all right, Deadpool, let me see what you're working with.
I don't know. I don't think in the first two Deadpool movies they really like developed his character that much.
I
It's just
know.
fun movie
Yeah, I don't know. I don't explain it.
because you don't have an explanation. Just wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am.
Turn off your brain. Watch Deadpool 3 PG-13.
Speaking of turning off your brain and watching movies, how'd you feel about Morbius? Since you
I
saw it
forgot
earlier.
about that, dude. So I watched Morbius the other day. I was telling them, I was like, because I remember a while ago, Eddie was like, yo, we're gonna go watch Morbius with the boys. I'm like, I'm not paying for that movie. There's literally no shot I'm paying to watch Morbius. This is like way before it came out, and I was like, I know this movie's gonna suck because for one, Sony has a history of just making bad movies. They just like when it comes to comic book movies, they just suck. So I'm not gonna give them my money for a movie I know is gonna suck. And he was like, bro, we're just paying for the experience though. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay to hang out with my friends. I can just hang out with them for free, especially just to watch a bad movie. No shot. So then I went to go see Morbius with my dad. I didn't pay for it, by the way, but I know Deven mentioned that to me. I said, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna pay for it, and I didn't pay for it, but I wanted to watch it.
It was a packed theater, wasn't it?
I was either gonna watch it illegally or I was gonna watch it if someone else paid for me.
What? You wouldn't support the theater by putting down your money?
No, fuck the theater.
That theater was empty. It was literally just me and my dad, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because you guys saw it like what, a week after it came out, or a couple of days after it came out?
A week, yeah.
Yeah.
Even still, that's not an excuse for it to be empty. A week after a superhero movie should not be empty.
True.
Superhero movie. I thought I keep wanting to call him Dracula. Morbius was
what?
Anti-hero.
I guess.
What is
a superhero movie is a genre for
so
just
who
power.
is Morbius?
He's a vampire.
Nice.
Basically, to get back to what you just said though, superhero movie is a broad subject that just covers anything with powers.
Okay.
It's not about being a hero. We call Deadpool a superhero movie. He's not a hero either. What are you doing, Deven?
Oh, I'm
agreeing.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing with my hand. But how's the movie?
It was horrible. Morbius it was so weird. It feels like a lot of the choices they made with the movie just didn't make sense. Like they chose the opening scene was just so weird. Like it didn't feel like it should be the opening scene.
That's so.
The opening.
By the time this comes out,
I really don't care about spoiling. Don't watch the movie.
Okay.
Don't watch it.
No spoiler warning.
No spoiler warning. Don't watch it.
Oh, yeah. What happens at the beginning?
The opening scene is him like going to the island, getting the bats, like you see from the trailer, where he like puts his hand from the string thing. I'm like, why is this the first scene? We don't know anything about the guy. What is this here for? You're supposed to like build up to this or something.
Yeah.
They don't. They do that. Then they cut. I think they do like 3 flashbacks before we get back to present day, and I'm like, okay. And then they do the classic movie trope where it's like, guy gets bullied because he's disabled. I'm like, kids really don't do this in real life. I hate when movies do this trope. This doesn't happen in real life. People don't be like, he's disabled, beat him up. Like, that's not what happens in real life.
The beat up part, no, but like, I don't think you know about kids, bro. Kids are brutal for no reason.
Kids are
yes, but they're not like, beat him up, he can't fight back. That's not what people do.
Yeah, that's menace
My little
behavior.
sister's been like dogging on gingers for the past month for some reason.
She doesn't beat him up though.
I don't know what she does.
And like,
I don't know what she does to gingers. I just stay out of it.
Yeah, what else? Also, I mean, I don't understand Sony's obsession with making Spider-Man villains movies with no Spider-Man. I also thought it was weird the whole movie, they just don't reference Spider-Man at all, even though it takes place in New York City, and we know Spider-Man exists in this world. So I'm like, why are they just going around acting like Spider-Man doesn't exist here when he does? It's so weird. Like, ooh, a vampire's coming in the city. I think someone would say at least one throwaway line of like, oh, if only Spider-Man was here to stop him. But nothing. No mention of Spider-Man ever. It's so weird to me.
What was the end credit scene?
There's 2. One of them is Vulture from the MCU being transported into the Morbius world.
Oh, that's how that happens.
And then the second one is him approaching him on the beach and being like, let's team up, which is also another stupid thing. 2 things. Vulture appearing in the Sonyverse. Explain it. Why does that happen?
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm sure they will give an explanation. But even still, him appearing there, okay, whatever. Why is he a villain again? The only reason he was a villain in Homecoming is because he wanted to build up for his family. Why is he going to this random verse? I'm a villain. Like, why? What is he have a reason?
Villainy.
What reason does he have to be a villain? He's not even a bad guy in Homecoming. He just wanted money for his family.
I mean, at the end of it seems like his stories are kind of resolved.
Yeah, because he
could have
snitched on him.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, why is he a villain again? And then where did he get that suit from? Did he just make that?
Yeah,
because in the first Homecoming, he didn't even make his suit.
True.
The Tinkerer made his suit.
And
so how do you blip into this universe and like I'm a crafter now and just whip that whole up in like in some set amount of time?
Maybe he found like the Tinkerer of that verse.
I guess that's possible, but Also, if it takes place in Andrew's Spider-Man verse, which is the biggest theory, there are vulture wings from Amazing Spider-Man 2. So maybe he just stole those.
I guess.
From Oscorp, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Then how is he breaking into Oscorp and stealing? As another question.
Like Oscorp doesn't exist in the MCU. So why would he know to go there?
Yeah, because the trailer showed Oscorp and then Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not in the movie at all. Yeah, they're nowhere in the movie.
You were bamboozled,
bruh. Why they do this to me?
And I also understand why Sony's like, oh, let's make these murdering Spider-Man villains the redeemable good guys. Like, why? Venom is not a redeemable good guy. I mean, maybe eventually when he fights the God Butcher, he becomes one, but that's a whole different thing I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah.
But Venom as a whole isn't a good guy at all. Eddie's a horrible person, and Venom is a horrible person. Venom eats people.
Yeah.
And Eddie's just like a menace, because Eddie hates Peter. But they're like, let's tell the whole Venom story without Spider-Man. Okay, how? And they do some stupid story. That's why I hated Venom. Venom was stupid. It was, if you turn off your brain and forget it's a Venom movie, it's fun.
That's what I did.
Yeah. That's why I had fun, but it's still a bad movie.
I mean, there's definitely storylines where Eddie Brock is like a good guy, because like he's a menace towards Peter Parker.
And, like, he's a menace too.
Yeah, I mean, sorta.
No, there's no sorta. Eddie is a straight up villain.
What has he done?
Kills people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
does he kill people or does Venom kill people?
He doesn't have to kill anyone.
Eat people to stay alive.
Does he kill people or does like Venom kill the people?
Well, he's in control. Him and Venom, I don't know if you can tell from their name, they have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
So it's an equal thing. It's not like Venom takes over and he can't do anything. So they both agree, yeah, let's eat this nigga.
The symbiote, it's insane. It's in him, He's influenced by the symbiote. It's not his fault.
Spider-Man was also by the symbiote. He didn't.
That's why he's like.
Yeah, he didn't eat people. That's in the movie. Spider-Man had the black suit for like months, and he didn't eat anybody.
That's because
I don't know. I don't know if it's a retcon, but I don't know.
Maybe it's his will, bro.
Because it's explained that Venom has to eat like a certain like chemical to like exist still.
Is that why he eats chocolate?
Yeah, it's like chocolate or brains. It has like the same chemical in it.
I don't know if that's actually true
though.
I don't know.
And the movie made some throwaway like line of like, I don't like chicken brain. This is my friend or something.
Well, that's
like,
he can't eat. I meant from the comics.
Yeah, I don't know how comment accurate that second movie was with him.
No, none of them were accurate. None of the movies.
None of
it.
Oh.
But
I mean, it is explained. There's a certain chemical that his race needs to sustain themselves, and I think it's found in chocolate and brains.
There's more because the symbiotes aren't even from Earth, and
that does. I don't know if it's a retcon. I don't know. It's weird.
I think that's just a one comic thing for the most part, because most of the time symbiotes are like other places. There's only like, I think at most maybe 5 on Earth, maybe. Yeah. But for the most part, it's usually 2 at a time on Earth.
Was the acting good at least in Morbius?
I mean,
Jared Leto's
I feel bad for Jared Leto because
exactly.
I think Jared Leto's a good actor.
That's why I wanted to bring it up, because Jared Leto's had some bad luck recently with his hero movies.
Like, I think he's a good actor, but he just gets the short end of the straw. He goes to 2 bad companies. He went to DC, who didn't know what they were doing, and then he went to Sony, who didn't know what they were doing.
It's dumb.
My dad was telling, he's like, oh, I bet Jared Leto was like, well, I'm about to be in a Marvel movie. Let's go. Found out it was Sony. He was like, I see.
I've made my mistake.
I'm waiting for a statement from so badly.
From
like
Jared Leto?
Yeah, because I find it funny. Like, as much as I feel bad for him, I want to see him be petty, but like, why is no one watching my movie? You made a bad movie, nigga. Like, it's not your fault, but still, it's funny.
Yeah.
I know, because people liked him when the Schneider cut, when he was at the end.
He was actually way better in that than he was in Suicide Squad.
I remember a lot of people really liked him in that part of the movie.
He's a good actor. That's the thing.
No, to be honest, me and my dad agree with this. I actually don't think Jared Leto's Joker was bad. He was just in bad movies.
Never finished Suicide Squad. I don't know what.
Yeah, and I think me and Gabe talked about it. Like, I don't find him bad either.
He's actually not a bad Joker. He's in bad movies, and because of that, he gets a bad rep.
Yeah.
And also, there's a lot of people who gatekeep and are biased to Joker. They want all Jokers to be this one Joker. They don't like variety in their Joker. Everyone has to be Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
True.
It's either Heath Ledger or Mark Hamill Joker. Everything else is wrong. Which is why I think it's really hard to like, Joaquin Phoenix broke through a glass ceiling there when he got his, because he finally broke the mold. But I think it's because he had such a good script around him. Yeah. People allowed it. I don't think Joaquin Phoenix would do good in a Batman movie. People wouldn't like it. He worked as a solo Joker, but people are so picky about their Joker. But I think Jared Leto was a really good one. If he had like chance to actually be Joker, because Jared Leto I think is a good actor.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor.
Yeah, I've seen him in other stuff. I think he was in The Machinist.
I don't know what that is.
Never mind.
Don't know what that is either.
I feel like you brought this up before.
The
and I
Machinist?
said,
No, I
yeah.
haven't.
Not like on the podcast. I feel like you talked about it before.
Yeah, you were like, I would like your little machinist. You like bring it up like it's like the best movie of all time.
It's because it's the
You
only
definitely
other.
brought this up.
It's the
we
only
gotta do a
other movie I know he's
We're
in.
gonna see machinist in yours.
Dude, I cannot do a movie 3x3.
Me neither. Actually, yes, I could.
No, I can't because like when you think about movies, like there's like different categories of movies I want to watch. It's basically like how I feel at that moment. If I want to see like action movie, go watch an action movie. I can't compare a comedy movie to an action movie. These are two like completely different movies.
True.
That's how I am with anime because I started thinking about it. I'm like, I can't rank in my anime.
I think that's because you're treating the 3x3 like it's something it's not.
Like
the
a
3x3
ranked-
is supposed to show
show taste.
It's not a ranking. That's what we were telling you during the gaming video. It's not a ranking. You're treating it as one, but that's not what it is. It's you showing your taste. So a perfect 3x3 ideally should show things from all different genres to represent what you like from each thing.
Like I had action platformer, Ratchet and Clank, hack and slash, Kingdom Hearts.
I know, but like I was thinking about this the other day because like when I was thinking about like an anime 3x3, I'm like, I would want to put like something. Fuck, what was it?
Naruto?
No, because Naruto will always be in my list. I want to put something like Nichijou or like I think it was Nichijou on my list. But I want to put Nichijou like over anything in like my current like.
Just have
It's
it
not
for
over though.
Just
It's
I
not-
know, like
that's not
in
the
my
way it
head, I'm like I
works.
feel
Yeah,
like
just
it
put it
is.
in
You're
there
like
for
this
your-
nigga really put Nichijou on this list over like I don't know Full Metal or something. Like no, don't do
put it-
that.
put it
Okay,
in
I
the-
think I can feel like okay. This is what I can guess from a Deven 3x3. We got JoJo, One Piece, Naruto, Magi. Those are what I can surmise from that point. Anything else, I think maybe
Full
is
Metal?
beyond me. Full Metal, I don't know.
I know how much you were
Maybe.
sucking off Black Clover when that first came
Hey,
out.
don't do that. Science Eat's definitely in there.
Same with My Hero.
Science Eat's in my top 3, and it will always be my top 3.
Mm.
I don't know. We could do an anime 3x3 one day. I think we'll do some other 3x3s first. Build up the hype.
But no,
What is our next 3x3 we're doing? Music maybe?
I guess.
we could do artists, I guess.
I thought nah, never mind. Yeah, music.
But nah.
Do
But
music
yeah.
and then movies.
Once I started thinking about it like that, I guess I see what you're talking about. It's more like your taste other than just ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels like ranking. It's weird. I don't know.
That's why whenever I see like someone's 3x3 of anime on Twitter and it's like Vagabond, Berserk, Monster, like all the high rated mangas, I'm like, you didn't understand the assignment. You just want everyone to think you have good taste. Like everyone should have at least one series in their 3x3 where it's objectively not seen as great. Like I'm gonna have this is not a spoiler, everyone knows if we did a manga 3x3, Domestic Girlfriend's in there. It's not objectively seen as a great series. It's just something I love and I will put it in there because it represents my taste. Eduardo, he has what does he have? Chicken Chainsaw Man.
No, I always hit, bro.
He loves Chicken Chainsaw
don't.
Man.
I
He hates
don't.
real Chainsaw Man, but loves Chicken
No shot.
Chainsaw
I don't.
Man.
There's a whole episode of you talking about the plot of Chicken.
Yeah, 'cause it was-
Exactly.
It was
'Cause of what?
stupid.
Because it was you thought it
And
was
I
loved
could
it.
remember
You
it.
loved it.
you loved
didn't.
that.
I loved it.
I just remember the
I did
plot.
it and I liked it. How I loved it. Eduardo
that
would
was you,
explain
Eduardo.
Chicken Chainsaw Man.
It's
That's
easy to
pretty
remember the plot. What are you on?
Hmm?
It's just easy to remember.
It's not easy to remember. If I hated something, I'm not remembering the plot. I don't remember the plot of Morbius. I saw it 2 days ago. I don't remember the plot of it.
I don't forget.
Deadman
plot.
Wonderland, there's one. That's a
I don't forget
bad
plot.
series. He would have in his.
Yeah, cause I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, I love series like Dr. Stone. Like, I fell in love with Dr. Stone, but like, I don't know. Now that I'm not thinking about like ranking, I guess I can see what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because like my gaming through, I think those aren't my top 9 games. They were just I wanted to be diverse. My top 9 games would probably be different than that.
NBA.
No, don't do that.
2K, Madden,
2K11,
FIFA,
2K12, 2K13.
UFC.
UFC.
don't
I
do
think for my
that.
taste,
Need for Speed.
because like, I don't know, because like when I did my CYC for gaming, it was like,
You ranked it. That's what you told us.
I mean yeah, but like that is my taste, like, and I had a pretty diverse list too. Like this is just who I am. These are the games that define me.
Man, maybe.
And those games are my top for a reason. These games are who defines me and what my taste in gaming is.
Potentially, I don't remember your list. It's been like a month.
All
since
I
we
know
recorded
that was on
episode.
there was Pokemon.
Yeah, it was Pokemon, Smash, Cuphead,
Star Wars. I think was on there.
yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars on there?
BioShock, yeah, Force Unleashed. I realized that I made a mistake,
Oh yeah.
and that Force Unleashed 2 is kind of bad. I meant to put Force Unleashed 1.
Oh, so now he's backpedaling here. We don't allow backpedaling.
I
on
know,
this
I know.
podcast.
It's been so long since I played Force Unleashed, and I got the games flipped.
What's wrong with the second one?
The story's not as good, and the bosses aren't good. The bosses, there's bosses in Force Unleashed, and they're pretty cool. The fight, and the bosses in the Force Unleashed 2 are kind of like meh. They're kind of mid.
Like who?
They're just like robots.
just
They're like unnamed robots. I'm like, what am I fighting robots for?
And the first one, are they just other Jedi?
They're like
masters?
Jedis. You can become Darth Vader. This is cooler fight. You can fight Leia in DLC. You can fight Luke in DLC. So I just got the games flipped. But,
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. I think you were telling me. I think it was you. I don't know who it was, but they were like, Force Unleashed is canon, but also not canon.
It's
'cause of
not.
the DLC.
It was never canon.
It was never canon?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I wish.
Eddie said it was canon for like a second.
Yeah,
Because of some like technicality, it was canon for like a second, and it became uncanon.
No.
Not like an actual second, but like a figurative.
People wish it was canon because Star Killer.
Dark Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any like? Would you change anything about your Trash 3x3 award?
No. I stand
Really?
by, I stand by what I put in there.
You stand by Outlast being in there still.
Yes.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
No. The only changes is Force Unleashed, and I'll get rid of Infamous
Force
for
Unleashed?
Budokai. Because I've totally forgot about Budokai.
I think you said that in the episode. It's not really a change now.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I would get rid of something and put Elden Ring in there maybe. I don't know, man. Elden Ring's kind of just
goated,
goated.
dude.
I already had my Elden Ring in there.
Elden Ring just awoken something in me. It's been so long since I just sat down and want to play a game. Because I haven't touched my PS4 in so long, and there hasn't been games out. I'm like,
Play Bloodborne.
Huh?
Try Bloodborne.
He has to pay for it.
Did he? Does he? It's like $5
It is
$5
not $5.
where?
on the
At the
PlayStation
game
Store.
exchange, it was $16.
There's no shot you're finding Bloodborne.
I got it for
$5
I got it for a
somewhere.
deal.
Did you suck the guy off?
No, I had
Yeah, yeah,
I had
give you a
PlayStation
deal.
Plus.
Well, you have PlayStation Plus?
Yeah, I had
How did
PlayStation
you verify
Plus.
that on your phone?
No, like on I
Oh,
have
on
it
your PC,
digitally.
okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't go up to the to the clerk and was like, I have PlayStation Plus. Deal, please. And I'll be
I
like,
don't know. I
oh,
feel like
yes,
Elden Ring's
sir.
different from Bloodborne though.
It is. Bloodborne's worse.
Yeah, the reason I like
Whatever. No, it's not. You never even played Bloodborne.
I have.
Oh, you're right. You have, and then gave up.
The reason
I didn't give up. Don't
what
do
happened?
that.
What happened?
I was not liking the gameplay.
Oh yeah.
So I said I'll come back later.
I mean, the reason I like Elden Ring is that
Oh,
it
my
ain't
bad,
for the
Jose.
hard bosses. I mean, I think
What are you
hard
doing?
bosses are kind of like, oh, this is cool, and I can't beat these bosses, but it's just the world and just.
Same with Bloodborne. Bloodborne.
but-
No, I didn't
different,
leave Bloodborne because like the boss was hard.
That's not what I was saying.
But I didn't like it. Like it was like it didn't have the draw Elden Ring had to me. Like
Yeah.
I'll come back to Bloodborne,
Mhm.
but like Elden Ring just had a more of a draw at the beginning than Bloodborne did because it's an open world and I love open world games.
Is Bloodborne not open world?
No,
No.
What
it's
is it?
linear. It's like
linear?
the other Bloodborne.
all the other
it's-
like
all the other
Soul games are linear?
all Soul games are linear. This Elden Ring is the only open world
When I
game.
see
That was-
gameplay, it doesn't look linear.
It's because it's
because they're big landscapes, but you can't like free roam like
Yeah.
you can in Elden Ring.
they're
I mean,
all
now I don't. Now I really don't want to play these games.
yeah they're all linear, but Bloodborne is just like set in a city.
Really, I don't think I've seen gameplay for Bloodborne, but for the Souls games, it just looks linear. I mean, it looks like open world.
Yeah, it looks
Mhm.
linear.
I meant to say open world.
Yeah, it's not. This is the first time they tried open world.
Which is why Elden Ring it's like part of the reason it was hyped up so much. They're like, oh, this is the first Souls game that's open world
And
and it's
er-
made by the Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah, and I
And
love
people,
that concept.
yeah, and everyone said the people that from software, the people that made the game, they don't miss with their games.
They don't.
So
Like,
that's why
everyone
people were so hyped about it, and they were worried about the open world because they've never done open world before. And then look, it's all
They just-
amazing.
They heat it.
Yeah.
They're heat.
They
I can wait for Elden Ring too.
never miss. I'm waiting for Bloodborne 2.
No,
Forget Elden Bloodborne.
We're on this Elden Ring hype train
Give
all the
me
way.
Elden Ring 2, man.
Yeah.
I'm litty. There's still some like extra plot they can do for Elden Ring 2, I think. Maybe not, but like, what do you mean no? You don't know how it ends.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still
I
waiting.
You don't know how
it
Bloodborne ends. I'm still waiting for Bloodborne 2.
There's no Bloodborne 2, bro. It's a
Okay,
painting.
there'll be no Elden Ring 2.
It's just a painting, bro.
We'll see.
It's just a painting order.
You're talking about a painting over here. I'm talking about
This is
a real world.
imagination.
Are all the Souls games connected?
The Souls
that
game,
just a
the
theory?
Dark Souls, yes.
So is like Elden Ring not connected to anything?
As far as I know, it's not.
Yeah, I haven't seen any lore videos for it yet because I want to wait till I beat the game.
Some say, kinda, because occasionally in the Dark Souls games, or like just the games they make, you'll find someone that looks off, but they also theorize that that's just them like, foreshadowing, I guess is the word, is their next game. Because there's someone in Bloodborne that looks like someone that you see in Sekiro. And then same with Dark Souls 2, you saw some guy that was like weird, but he didn't dodge, he like backstepped, and people were like, oh, that they didn't know what it was, they just thought it was weird. And then a couple of years later, Bloodborne came out, and it kind of looked like the guy. So it's either coincidence, people, or like they actually just do it.
Do the other Souls games besides before Bloodborne not have backstepping?
Wasn't backstep like a major like mechanic that they implemented? Bloodborne words? Yeah.
No, it was always rolling.
It was always rolling?
Yeah, they always roll. It was always a dodge roll backward and just anywhere.
Well, because like you were saying, like the backstep, like that was a new mechanic.
No, not a new mechanic. He just didn't roll like every other like enemy in Dark Souls. He just kind of like he would like
Enemies
he would
rolling?
like step back and rotate. It's
And-
like the best way I could say it.
Wait, enemies rolling in Dark Souls? They're like, what do you mean? To dodge your attacks?
They roll in Elden Ring. Not like big bosses, but like the human
Oh,
type.
human-
Yeah, they roll.
Yeah, humanoid bot.
Do they roll?
Humanoid like creatures.
Humanoid
yeah, they
enemies.
roll.
Yeah.
I haven't found anything that rolled. I
You
see
never fought a human? They
Yeah.
roll. Absolutely.
the knights I see, they're like backstep.
They're
like,
not.
what do
They're
you
not
mean?
like humanoids. They're the knights. Like the humanoid people, like with like
invaders and
furrowed
whatnot.
fingers, like those type of people.
I think so.
Have you fought the queen in the library yet?
I think I am fighting her.
Okay, remember the dude you had to fight to get to her?
Oh yeah.
He
Was
rolled.
He was rolling. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently
So
fighting.
that's why it stuck out like a sore thumb. People were like, why is he backstepping? Why is he like moving weird?
I am hyped to play Sekiro though. I've heard Sekiro's good, dude.
Yeah. When you said the guy who's guarding the witch in the library, I thought you meant the wolf, but you talking about the wolf. Like, what are you on
For a
about?
second,
roll.
for a second, I
He
did
was
think. For a second, I did think the same thing. I was like, "What are you on about?" And then I was like, "Oh no, I know who you're referring to."
Yeah, the wolf and her are like separated by a
Yeah,
pretty big
yeah,
margin.
yeah, by the man that can roll.
You have to beat the wolf, then you have to go through that whole area, go up the stairs, and then you fight that guy, and then you go up an elevator before you fight her.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so much in between the wolf and her that's weird for you to assume the wolf was.
I'm there right now. It's the guy and then the wolf.
No, it's the wolf.
Oh wait,
then
never
the guy.
mind.
the
Never,
wolf and
yeah,
then the
you're
guy.
right. Yeah. After this guy, since I beat him, I don't think counter him ever again.
Yeah.
I need to.
But I'm trying to beat this bitch. She's bullet hell.
She's not.
Which is so weird. I think she was the easiest boss in the game.
She was.
Jose
Well, at least for
struggled.
me, at least.
Yeah, because like her phase 1, I don't even get touched in phase 1.
Like the only
He's like-
problem I had in her second phase is her little moon blast.
Yeah,
Really?
second phase is different,
Yeah.
but like
Really?
first
New
phase,
bosses.
easy pickings.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I always breathe back the first phase. I'm like, all right, let me dodge
Like,
all the shit you're about to throw
her,
at me.
her moveset in the second phase, it was like her flash beam, her move attack. I was like, weave.
Well, that's
I don't know. It's just a me thing. I didn't really have that much problem with it.
it's not the fact that like, oh, her attacks are just impossible to dodge. It's the fact like once I dodge them enough, by the time I get close to her, I hit her once and then she floats away. I'm like, where are you going? Still
No.
so I can hit you.
When you were dodging, dodge towards her, not sideways. I think that's your issue.
Yeah, I think I was telling Warl this. Like, I had to break the habit of dodging out. 'Cause
Yeah.
in all the games I ever played, dodging out is the way to dodge in that game.
Exactly.
Dodging
This-
in is not
yeah.
the way to
This
do
game
it. 'cause, like,
punishes-
what
In
game
Souls
does-
game, you have to dodge in.
And I'm like, but the way I look at it, I'm like, if I dodge in, I feel like he's gonna hit me. But like, I forget there's like frames.
there's a
and,
frame.
like-
They don't
Yeah.
react like that. They don't be like, "Oh, he's here, smack."
Yeah, I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to break that mental habit. It's,
Dude,
just,
I
it's so
remember-
hard.
I broke that habit in Bloodborne. And I was like, because Bloodborne
You love
bosses
talking
are
about
also
Bloodborne.
crazy. I love talking about Bloodborne.
You should stop.
All right, we'll stop.
Weird. I actually had the opposite habit. I always had a habit of dodging in, and it hurt me because
Oh,
I'm
really?
playing God of War. You're not really supposed to dodge in God of War. So I always dodged in, and I was like, man, that's why I hated playing God of War for so long. I was getting bodied by people because I kept dodging in. And I play Elden Ring, and it's natural for me to dodge in. I dodge in, and I was like, ooh, this actually works in this game. I was made for this game.
That was my thought when I played Bloodborne. I was made for this game.
Dude, he's sucking Bloodborne off.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Not
man.
better than Elden Ring.
No, it is.
It's not. I literally saw character designs. Elden Ring just got him beat,
They
and then
don't.
boss fights.
They don't.
I mean, I gotta play Bloodborne so my take will be more valid. But like, I can see character.
You've
designs.
never played.
I don't need to play
you've
it to
never
know the
fought
character
Galdrick.
designs.
Not Galdrick.
The Orphan.
No, not the Orphan.
Orphan's the only one I hear from Bloodborne get hyped up. You're
Man,
bringing up
everyone
no-name villains.
talks about Orphan. I didn't even have a problem with the Orphan boss fight when I played Bloodborne.
Because you didn't beat him, Eduardo.
I did. I beat all the bosses in
You did
Bloodborne.
not beat Orphan.
And the DLC bosses too.
Does
probably
he have a
beat-
platinum?
Yeah.
So you had to beat him.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you do.
No, someone else could have beat it for you.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
I feel like you definitely struggled with the Orphan.
I didn't.
You're all talk.
I
Because
didn't.
if
There's,
had it
there's
not
one
been,
boss I struggled in the DLC, and it was the other hunter, because you fight another hunter.
because you're just a capper. Like, had it not been for streaming, you'd probably still act like to this day on Elden Ring. You easily no diff bosses.
No,
Because you tried to do that
No, I don't.
until I actively had proof that you weren't no diffing bosses.
No, I don't.
Or
If
there's
there
video
was proof
doing
of
it.
you playing Bloodborne, you wouldn't be doing this whole like it wasn't hard.
It wasn't. Well, for me, it wasn't.
You can check
I was
your
go-
hours played on Bloodborne.
Okay.
If it was easy, you'd have less than 100 hours in that game.
Okay. Let me see.
Guaranteed he has more than 100 hours.
Let me look at it right now.
Because Eduardo always tried, like, originally in Elden Ring, he kept trying to get, remember you saw, like, the
That's
video?
Eduardo
he's
just
like,
talks
I don't-
mess in general. He doesn't
He
believe it.
also
Yeah.
Gabe said this is also different. Gabe cut this out of his video. He said he was gonna beat this the boss in the first
I
try.
didn't cut that out. I did beat him first try.
But even if he
Nothing is
gets
cut out.
You took him. No, you
Let's-
didn't. I remember you died. You were like, doesn't count. 'Cause
Eduardo,
I was watching
Eduardo,
it.
I streamed for 7 minutes. You think I died, what, 7 times?
You died 4 times.
You think I died
Yes.
4 times
Yes.
in 7 minutes,
Yes.
Eduardo?
You died very fast.
Does that even
but-
sound realistic, Devin? I died 4 times. Run from Grace to boss 4 times in 7 minutes. Not to mention, there's the time I had to take to even get to that location.
yeah, because I know
Because I started the game. I streamed on the start screen. That's when the stream started.
Yeah, because I saw that area because I got there, and it's a travel to the Grace to even get to that guy.
Exactly. No shot I'm doing that in 7 minutes. Or just lying.
Yeah, everything just.
But even if he didn't like one shot the guy or like died or didn't die once, you're still a capper, Eduardo. You like to talk mess. That's who you are.
No
Yeah.
shot. Not.
I don't die to no-name villains. Look at you. Had a whole
You
montage.
contradict, you
looking
contradict
like a
yourself
clown.
constantly, Eduardo.
How
Nah.
long does it take to find your hours?
I don't know how to
Eduardo?
do that. I'm going through the app.
Yeah,
It's on
I
trophies.
wouldn't know how to do that either.
Would trophies show you how to? How
Yeah,
many
I
hours
show
you
your
have?
hours. I believe. This might just have to be like an editor Eduardo throw up thing.
No,
Just
'cause
be
even-
like-
I'm looking at trophies. Even then, it doesn't show me the hours I have in games.
Yeah, it's probably just a PlayStation thing. Then I can
Yeah.
check it on the
Yeah,
console.
just like feature me, do this for me.
Yeah. But no, Eduardo, you definitely struggled with Bloodborne. You're a known capper.
Nah.
If there's no evidence against you, you're gonna talk crazy.
Yeah, you just talk crazy for no reason.
You only get
That's pretty-
brought down when we see you
'Cause
struggle.
I was high level when
You're
I
struggling with like basic bosses, but you're struggling with Godskin Apostle. You're stuck on him for like 3 days.
but then I wasn't. Now I'm a Godskin Apostle killer.
Okay.
Anytime they
so-
pop up to me, I'll be like, nah, I already know who you are. I'll kill you right then here. No shot
What boss has given you the most trouble right now?
right now.
Yeah.
At the time it was Captain Neil, but I just killed him, so now I'm just looking for the
Like
next.
overall. Yeah.
Godskin Apostle.
Really?
Yeah, I was on him for the longest time.
I know, but like sometimes it's not about how long you're stuck on them to make them more. I don't think Godskin Apostle had, because I think of sheer time. I wasn't stuck on Millennia the longest. I think sheer time I was stuck on other bosses longer. But she is the boss I had the most trouble with because the way I fight, I just couldn't get past her like her quirk. It was just so.
See, but I'm like,
That's what it is.
I'm adaptable.
The way Melania fights is if she hits you, she heals. And like the way I fight is I kind of fight like Moon Knight. I like take hits.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this strategy doesn't work with her. So it took me so much like adapting to finally beat Melania. And luck.
I'm like stuck on 2 bosses, but I'm not stuck because like I can't beat them. I know I can beat them because I get their health low enough. It's just a matter of like training myself. All right, this how you dodge this, how you dodge this. I
always get stuck because I'm like lower level.
I don't think so. Who are you lower level for?
I was lower level for Margot.
What level were you?
I was level 7 when I first went in there. And then I went back.
You start the game at level 9. We started at the same class, Eduardo.
True. You're bad.
Then
liar. If there's no proof against him, he'll just straight up lie.
I don't know what like the beginning levels are. So 9. When I pulled up to Margot the first time, I was like probably.
You didn't. Okay, that's 12. Another lie. Margot is not the first boss you pulled up to. You fought the Beastman first. You streamed.
But I thought you said like we were just talking about Margot.
You didn't pull up to Margot at level 9. You fought the Beastman and you leveled up after
like
fighting
I said,
him.
like 12. I think is when I pulled up to Margot.
Oh, shot.
You just cut me off. I was in the middle of saying I think I was level 12 when I pulled up to Margot.
But were you ever streaming your Margot encounter?
Like which time?
Your first one.
Yeah. When I beat him, no, but yeah.
No, your first time.
Yeah.
Right,
but to answer your question, because I think I saw a video about it and I agreed. I think Margaret he's not the hardest boss because like he's the first boss, but like the way he plays, it's how do I explain this? It's such an uphill curve since he is the first boss you fight, right?
Yeah, I got it. I knew who it was. I had a problem with. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. And I think people agree like he is like the hardest like first boss among like the Souls games.
Yeah.
And like it's weird that he has like a multi-hitting moves, and he literally has a punish for anything you do. It's just his moveset. It's insane for like a first boss, and people are like, why is Margaret like this?
Yeah, Margaret definitely had me annoyed as a first boss.
So I think I've been so many bosses at this point, and I think to this day I think Margaret's like the first. Pure ecstasy when I beat Margaret. Like no other bosses give me the ecstasy like when I beat Margaret. When I beat Margaret, I was like, I am that guy. Let's fucking go.
That was me with Melania. I literally never felt that feeling in my life when I beat Melania.
Right now, it was me with Godric. Godric has that
hard?
For me? Yeah, it was because he has that AOE attack. He's like he rushes at you.
He's the guy who like goes like with twooing to his arm.
To his arm. That guy.
What?
He is.
I had problems.
Yeah, you fought him, right?
Wait, you still fighting that guy?
No, I had problems with him when I was fighting him.
I mean, he was hard, but I didn't think I had problems.
Because I don't back up when I go into fights.
I know you're talking about that AOE attack. Pure bullshit.
So like what I had to do, I would see him doing that. I was like, I gotta dodge right here, and then I can avoid a damage from his AOE attack.
But I was seeing videos like you can like trick bosses in doing certain moves. Like Godrich only does an AOE attack because like I think it's like because you're so close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can like make him do certain moves to work in your favor.
Yeah, that's what I was doing with Godskin Apostle.
I think the most BS boss is probably the final boss. I think that's the only time in Elden Ring where I'm like, this is a miss. The final boss I think is a miss for Elden Ring because his first phase is fine. It's really annoying because his attacks are weak. It's AoE. Everything he does is AoE. Literally no attack he does except for him swinging is AoE. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, that's just annoying in general. And then I hate when Elden Ring has these characters with like delayed swings. I hate that so much.
They're like, they swing this way.
Margaret had that. You were like, hold his sword up. I'm like,
it's like you keep dodging it. I'm like, when are you gonna do it?
When are you gonna do it? And then you stop moving. He goes.
I'm like, no shot.
I hate the delayed reactions.
That's why I'm like staring at him like, you know what? I'm sidestepping this man.
And then second phase of him is not hard at all. It's just vastly annoying. Easily the most annoying fight because he just runs. That's all he does. And I'm not a range fighter, so I have to run at him every time, and it's so annoying.
I feel that.
Are you a range fighter, Deven? You'll hate him too then.
I'm like a mid range because like my spell goes. I have one spell and it kind of goes like a short distance. It doesn't go that far.
Yeah, you'll hate him too.
I have throwing knives.
All he does is run.
I have daggers. I never use them. I use them.
Yeah, I have them too. I also got a bow from when I beat Radon, and I never thought to use it until that boss. I was like, this is the time. I think that was actually the first time I used range.
Yeah, all my effects are like They're like very mid-range. Like my blood slash is like it goes far, it doesn't go that far. Have poison dust, it doesn't go that far.
Yeah. Poison dust.
Yeah, it's like the actual where I put on my giant. I don't even know what it's called, like giant axe. It's like
halberd.
Yeah, halberd. Yep. I like the halberd. It's pretty cool.
You use a halberd and a sword?
Yep. I have a halberd on my back and a sword in my hand. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna poison my halberd and I'm gonna use bloodlust on my sword.
I'm assuming you're a heavy load then.
Nope, mid load.
Really?
Yep.
How? What armor do you wear?
The confessor stuff.
Oh,
it's not the heavy.
that's right. He's a confessor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes
You're still on you still work your confessor stuff from the beginning of the
Yep.
game?
I haven't found anything good enough. I have all this armor and stuff. Like this is ass.
What kind of build do you have? It was
He's like
it's
a
like
weird-
it's like
I'm a-
intelligence, arcane, and
I'm a
whatnot?
face build. I'm going all face and I was like face and strength.
So why not wear the?
He needs like the Burger King helmet.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
I was gonna
and
say
you're in the area where you can get it, because you're in the library, and that's where those guys are.
I was gonna say why he could wear the
Yeah, you need that.
he
That's
could
the
wear
Burger
the
King helmet.
student uniform.
I have
Yeah, that too.
I have that. I have like a
You haven't killed the fucking yeah. You can get that uniform from the little slugs on the ground.
oh
You can get their uniform if you kill the queen.
I
Yeah.
have I have like a magic because since I'm fighting the witch in the library, I have like I guess like magic robe. I don't know what it is. It's like student robe, and I have like arm stuff. I have like a magic user's garb. I don't know why. I just do.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all right, I'm just where's this? Fight her. I was telling Eddie this, like, it does nothing. Because like the change is so minuscule, like it'll make sense if you find like a lower boss. Having like 2 extra health points on like a main boss, I can see how it comes in clutch, but like it's not really doing all of that.
I think for you, if the way you fight is mainly with like your hands, if you're not using spells mainly as attacking, I think you should just go for heavier armor. I think the light armor only makes sense if you're using more magic than you're using.
Which makes sense.
So
I only go
like,
for looks. Which is
Kinda.
probably not a
What's-
good thing, but
yeah.
I only go for looks with armor.
Well, you're using Blad's armor, right?
Yeah.
Blad's armor is still good.
The
though.
armor I was wearing originally before I had Blad's armor was better. It was the one you get from Rodon for killing Rodon.
Yeah, it's like the best. It's basically the best armor in the game.
Yeah.
I used it all the way till the end.
I like
There's
I was wearing it and then I got Blad's armor and I was like, all right, we're done. Get this off of me.
There's only like 2 more armors comparable to his. There's one you get way at the end of the game. That one's good. It's like the twined armor set or something. And if you kill the Beastmaster, his armor is really good too. But not Beastmaster though, War Master from the Shack. But
dude, I'm still trying to kill that boss that's in the lake of Scarlet Rot. Yeah.
what is it?
What do you mean? It's
Which
like it's
boss?
like it's like a
No,
giant.
I know what the Lake of Rot is, but like
no,
what's the
I'm
boss?
I'm like the boss is like just
The one that looks like Kurama kind of.
yeah.
I love that boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how did
Because
Had it
Scarlet
not been
Rot
for-
keeps killing me before he kills me.
what?
What
do you?
You know the
what?
boss that's in the middle of the Scarlet Rock waters?
That's not Astel then.
Oh.
You're talking about the dragon?
No, that's not.
What? What are you talking about?
Let me search it up. Let me search it up right now, and I'll show you.
Like the dragon skin apostle?
Yes,
Okay.
Dragonkin, something like that.
Dragonkin? Yeah. Okay. Well, for that, there's these berries that like cure Scarlet Rot.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Okay, that's your issue here. You only should ideally. How do you out? What are you doing? When you go to him, do you land on the platforms or you just fight him in the rock?
No, I have platforms.
Because there's platforms.
Yeah, I know.
right?
Like I have to go through the platform, then I'll stand there for a while, let my Scarlet Rock get down. I'll go over there again, and then an enemy hits me into the Scarlet Rock, so I'm like chilling in the rot. I gotta eat a berry.
I don't know how.
And then because
we're
anytime
into
he
the
hits
Scarlet
me,
Rot.
because
They
he'll
don't
hit,
even
that swing attack he does,
dodge
the
it.
Dragonkin.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Artem. I beat that dude in like three attempts.
You can be honest, I've only been there twice. I haven't tried. Third time has not been a charm for me.
Because the first time I went there, I didn't know there was platforms, so I was like, I gotta fight this nigga in the
the
lake.
rock.
Yeah, so I was just fighting him and I was dying, and I was like, great. Second time, I realized there's platforms, so I landed on the platforms. I'm like, for sure, fighting him. I just healed, and then the third time, I finally learned I had berries that can cure Scarlet Rot, and then I beat him.
Oh, we look at that. Right.
So I don't know. He's not hard.
I'm trying to get more rotting resin, I think is what it's called, so I can craft more berries.
You be crafting them? I just be finding them.
Nah.
I don't craft anything.
I ate too many of them that I have to start crafting them.
I'm such a monkey brain gamer. I don't craft nothing. I just walk in. I'm like, if they don't hand it to me, I'm not doing it.
I craft.
Yeah,
I
I
never,
craft like grease. That's like the only thing I craft. Greases.
I don't know. I kind of want to like, cause I'm still in. Like I could replay the game. I can do my Journey 2 again, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so OP.
Try a different build. You can restart.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I wanted to like go on my PS4 and make a new build so I can like verse verse Deven and Jose. So I was thinking about making another build. I might
madness.
I kind of want to do a magic build, not like complete magic like Jose, like a prisoner, where it's like I'm a faith build kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
But like I still have armor. That's what I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. The magic build doesn't really intrigue me all too much. The build that I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna go for like a character and then try to do that.
Maybe the Sonic the Hedgehog build. I saw that one. Because there's a move where you like curl up and you like roll out of it. You never seen that?
No.
You never seen that either?
What, like, is it a move?
Yeah. It's like a spell.
I saw this guy recently find like a shield
Editor
cannon.
dope the clip of the Sonic the Hedgehog roll in Elden Ring.
Okay. I know recently this guy found this shield and that had like a cannon attached to it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw a video about that.
Yeah.
I saw someone carrying a cannon, and it was like, because like since you're online, you see like the Spectre ghost.
Yeah.
I saw someone carrying a cannon. I'm like, there's cannons in this game.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Me neither. But no, once I beat that witch, I'm gonna try to reclass and put more stats in the face, cause like I was trying to even out stuff, not like everything, but I was like, all right, I want a decent amount of strength, decent amount of vigor. I'll put a little bit in mine, but once I reclass, I'm gonna put like mainly face and mainly like strength, and then put a little.
You need larval tears to respec.
I got larva tears. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, I got larva tears. I don't know where I got them.
I apparently got
them.
over the max of larva tears in the game.
I'm pretty sure they made a patch to put more.
Maybe.
Originally, there was only supposed to be 8. And this man Eduardo has like 10. So I don't know what he did.
I know Eddie was going crazy when I told him that. He was like, bro, how? I was like, I don't know. I just found him.
Luckiest man alive. Pure luck.
Nah. I only know one person who they themselves said they're lucky.
You?
No.
Have you fought Rykard yet? Who? Rykard? Oh no, we talked about this earlier, right?
Yeah,
With Jose.
I don't think so.
Dude, I think Rykard and Astel, but like, I think personally for me, Rykard's like the most cinematic fight in like the game. It wasn't hard. It was so fun to play though, because they give you like a weapon specifically used to fight him, and it's just so fun to use. Like when you get to that fight, it's good. I don't even know where he is actually. I can't remember, but hopefully when you get to Rykard, you have fun. I had so much fun with that boss fight. He was the one time I was like, I'm not mad. No part of the boss fight made me mad. It was just fun.
Do you ever get mad when you die in a boss fight?
Melania.
Oh,
because
yeah.
she's okay, forget about Melania for a second. Even in general, I hate the whole like the delayed swings. Those are annoying. And the amount of times those kill me. The final boss killed me because I hated his everything was AoE. I hated that. I'm like, I'm out of the range. I used my perfect invincibility frame dodge, but it's a delayed AoE. So it's like, even if I dodge the first attack, the second part, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. So I know what kills me a lot. It's like the boss isn't moving because I'm not like attacking anything, so it has nothing to react. And I'm like, okay, nothing is happening right now. I can drink. And right when I drink, that's when it's like, he's vulnerable, and they'll dash towards you. And I'd be like, no.
I also for a second hated the tree spirits because they had this move where the first time I fought one was in a dungeon. So as soon as I walked in, he insta grabbed me and killed me in one shot. And I was like, that doesn't seem fair. I didn't even know what I was fighting. You just walk in and grab me, insta kill.
I hate insta kills in general in that game.
Yeah, insta kills are so, and I'm like, I didn't even get a shot, bro.
I remember the first time I saw what was it, tree spirit?
Yeah.
It was under the castle because I was just exploring and I found it and I was like,
oh yeah, that one.
We are going out of here.
It's like you'll be walking. I think it happened once. I was like walking around a castle and there's like a guy just hiding behind the corner, just waiting to stab me. I'm like, what is this? He's like, got you. I'm like, oh my god.
No.
Those guys are annoying.
They are.
Because if you're not at full health, you're not living that. I'm like, I don't really need a heal. I'm like decent health. I'm chilling.
Or have you ever been in that situation where you're like, I'm surviving. I can survive, but they always have a follow up that kills you.
Yeah.
Their first move, you're like, I'm alive. Let me just back up. And they're like,
I got you on my bow now. I'm like, where did you get that?
just get back over here.
Elden Ring made me paranoid. I'd be like, I'm being extra safe. I'm not playing this. Ooh, I think I can survive. And when I'm walking through catacombs and I go through a corner, I make sure I'm full health. Because I know these niggas come from the ceiling. But, got him.
No, I'll be using my camera. I'll be like, is everyone around that corner? No. And I'll be like, stretching like the length of this camera. I'll be like,
there's sometimes you can't do that. I've tried it. You can't.
I'll be praying. I'm like,
just drink, Deven.
Like,
just
God,
drink.
please.
I'm always like,
as soon as you're about to cut the corner, just like instant dodge roll.
always 360. I'm like,
right before jump slash.
Yeah.
I mean, since I do use incantations, I got like healing spells. I'm like, all right, I'm doing healing spell.
Oh, what a pussy.
Oh, I'm saying, bro. Imagine using spells.
Incantation, bro.
I play this raw.
Me too.
Whatever, dude. It's a different place now.
I raw that game, bro.
The only time I use my FP is for Blood of War.
Ashes of War, same.
Yeah, I remember I got that, and I came back to God. Who was it?
God.
God.
What did he go?
To God.
Godrich? I think his name's Godrich.
Godric.
Godrich.
The guy who has the dragon hand? Yeah.
I remember I found it. I was like, huh. And then I started cutting down his health. I'm like, I didn't realize, because that time I didn't know how overpowered blood was. So I just had it because it looked cool. I was like, blood breathing, first form, hepatitis. And then I saw this guy go like a third. I'm like, I'm that guy.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, because when I first got it, I was like, yeah, I thought the same. I was like, this is cool. And I learned from watching videos that like, yeah, blood loss is the best build. It's like, I ironically had the best build.
Yeah, when I found the Chikan or whatever it's called, I saw
What?
Chikan.
This was like an
it's
anime
the
weapon.
samurai sword that you find in a catacombs.
Isn't that like the moon?
No,
moon
that's
one?
something
a
else.
different thing.
This one's like
Feels good.
it's just like a base sword. There's nothing cool about it. But I also would see that blood loss was like OP, and I was like,
But yeah, I'm gonna play a normal playthrough, and then after that I'm gonna go like, even though I have a face build, it's not a true face build. Like I've researched like how to make like an actual face build. I'm gonna go dummy. I'm gonna go get fingered by those 3 fingers. Let them finger me. Yeah, that's about to go dummy.
Someone clip it.
Oh yeah, someone clip it.
Devin likes to get
there's like
fingered.
a door. There's a door you gotta open. Like, oh, you must be like wretched or something to open it. I'm like, sir, I'm gonna open that door.
Is it the fire door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like 3 fingers in there, and they're like, I'm like,
oh, I found dung eater. I remember
I haven't seen that
I know
guy
you
yet.
don't know who it is.
I see memes about him, but like people
The
are really talking
suicide
like,
guy.
Dung
The
eater.
suicide guy.
is he suicide?
Well, he's like the picture they show from him is like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see memes like, are we really discussing who's more evil? This like pedophile, this like evil demon pedophile, or this guy that
Dung
eats
eater?
shit? The guy that eats
Dung
shit.
eater.
Which
Yeah, I
one's
found
more
dung
evil?
eater. I was like, oh shit, you're supposed to be dead. And he's like, I'm alive.
I'm alive, obviously.
You don't say.
And I was like, oh, cool. But he has me on a quest right now, and I was like, I keep forgetting about it. I need to keep going back to him.
Oh, is
I'm
he
like,
not a
where am I
boss?
supposed to go? No.
I think he can.
He
Become one.
will end up being a boss because he's like that red invader color.
Yeah, which a lot of people.
A lot of humanoid characters have it.
I can never tell when I'm getting invaded or this is like an invading NPC.
It's an NPC. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Unless-
can
They'll
be
tell
invaded.
you. They'll tell you if you're getting invaded.
It'll be at the
Oh, you
bottom.
mean like? I think you know what he's saying. He's like he can't tell if he's being invaded
An
by an
NPC or another
Or
player.
a proud person, because the
Yeah.
NPCs be acting like people and they be like rolling and shit. I'm like, man, fuck with your hands.
What do we?
Be like, I'm not a boss. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
She was like,
like, what are you doing?
if I was in there, no shot, you'd be rolling. I'd grab you.
Everyone I can tell because like it fits the theme, but then there's some that are like, what is
Yeah.
this?
Dude, I don't know. I haven't been invaded by anyone. I'm surprised I haven't like walked through any of like the.
No, I've been invaded like 6 times. I'm like, I was like, all right.
Okay, there's this one area in the snow area because you have to, if you know for the plot, you have to fight the fire giant eventually. Pretty sure everyone knows that from watching videos. So there's this area to get to fighting the fire giant. At least the way I took, I went to this church first because that's the site of grace there. And I was like, all right, I'll go from the church to the forge to go fight, bro. So then I went there, but as soon as you leave the church, you're instantly invaded. It's like an invade point.
Yeah.
So if you leave the church, you instantly get invaded by an NPC. And I'm like, kind of annoying. I'll beat her and I'll move on. You know when you're getting invaded, you get off your horse automatically.
Yeah, I
hate
you
that.
can't horse travel. So I'm like, I guess I'll fight her. Fought her the first time, whatever. Go fight the fire giant. I lose, obviously. I'm not beating first try. I'm not that guy. I come back, and then I'm like, all right, let me just go back. get on my horse, kicked off the horse. I'm like, no shot. She's back. So every time I die, she respawns there. That was so annoying. I had to deal with that for so long. And eventually I just got to the point where I'm like, I'm not fighting her again. I'm just going to keep running. Because if you run for a certain point, they'll
disappear. Yeah.
So I'm like, this is so annoying. I can't horse travel. I have to run all the way to the fire giant now. I hated that.
I know like PvP builds are so much different than like Elden Ring builds. So
yeah,
I'm like kind of happy that I'm not like being invaded. Cause I don't want to like be invaded and like Onion Man pops up on me and be like, "There's a build here that I don't understand. There's something about you."
I think
or like someone that's naked, I'll be like, "You're strong."
Yeah, you're
somehow.
built different. If you're coming into me butt ass naked, nah, you gotta be cold.
You're goaded.
You gotta be cold. You can parry everything I do. You dodge everything perfectly.
He's a stick in his hand.
Obviously, that's a legendary weapon.
I'm turning off my game. I won't get. You're not that disrespect me in my own game. You like come to me.
They come at you with like a ladle. I'm like,
In my own house. Now you're shy. I'm turning off the game.
I don't trust PvPers.
I bodied this one nigga who pulled up to me, thought he had the pizza cutter. He was like, I got the pizza cutter meta. I'm like, you're not no pizza cutter meta. I'll beat him.
I've seen you get bodied.
I heard the good though.
Cap, dude. Don't do that. I was under leveled.
Editor, pull up the clip of it.
No, I was under leveled for that fight. He was like level 70 and I was level 20.
Hey, you got bodied, didn't you?
Massive difference.
Got bodied, didn't you?
Give me your hands.
I only fought him for the clout. Purely, I just wanted to be like,
you got bodied.
I just wanted to be like, I'm in an Afro Senju video. You're not in one. I'm in one.
Yeah, just you watch. Once he gets on PC going like, I'm doing PvP.
Dude, I was mad though because the other day when I was at work, he did another PvP session. I was like, I would have been ready for it.
But yeah,
Deven was telling me he got upset because he found out Afro was on PS5 and he was like, man, why is Elden Ring not be a crossplay?
It's so weird. It's not. It's such a weird. Like, why wouldn't it be?
A lot of games aren't crossplay with last gen.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Pretty much any game that's not made for last gen. Like if it's made for new gen,
yeah, but if it's
it's
like a multiplayer game, it's usually it.
No, they're only crossplay if it's from a last gen game like GTA.
Oh, I see what you mean. Since Elden Ring came out during the era of
for the PS5,
it came out for PS5, so it's not going to go back.
I just want to play a game with my friends. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, there's GTA.
I don't know why I was like, I'm gonna be different and buy it on PC.
Dude, it's good. Like I was telling this to Deven. I was telling this to Deven. I was like, I'm on my PC more than my PS4 nowadays. So I was like, I'll just buy it on on my PC.
Bro, your graphics are terrible.
Hey man, my loading screens are fast.
Okay, your graphics are so dog shit.
Yeah,
my loading screens
you took that. You were like, you pressed like red pill, blue pill, like good graphics or good loading screen.
I don't want to be in a loading screen for so long, so I'm just like, it's a good.
It's not even that long. Like,
how long are your loading screens?
I'm like.
How long are your loading screens?
Because it acts like
no. How long are your loading screens? How long
like this? Like it acts like it's going fast, and it stops like at the 90%, and then it does there. I'm like, dude, like what are you doing?
How long are they?
Like 10 seconds. 10.
That's cap.
No,
I've played on Jose's. That's a good 30-second loading screen.
30 seconds? Maybe
It's
that's
30
Jose,
seconds.
because mine are like 15 at most.
Oh, now it's going up.
I never said 30.
I'm always on for like 5 seconds the most.
Yeah,
it always goes.
Yeah, mine are like 10, 15. That's fine. Jose might be just.
Mine's 3.
It's fine. It's a loading screen. I played plenty of games with long loading screens. I thought that was normal, to be honest. I've never played a game with 3-second loading screens.
Because you don't have a PS5.
You're not a gamer.
And you're also not a PC gamer. You've only played on these outdated consoles.
That's also insane. Because loading screens are used as buffers. The fact that I have 3-second loading screens, that
is kind of insane, actually.
That's so insane. And their world looks that good.
Yeah.
How did they do it?
They're built different.
They are.
I think the only time it's longer than 3 seconds is if I'm going somewhere drastically different. Like if I go from snow area to like Mogwin Palace.
Yeah. When there's
like
a lot of a scenario changing. Yeah.
And it's not only scenario change, it's also the fact that you're in a whole different area.
Scenery, is that the word for it? Scenery? Changing the whole scenery.
But like, yeah, it's like on top of the fact that it's an entirely different look, it's also like underground versus above ground.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No.
Yeah. I love Wondering.
Ever get the opportunity?
Oh, it's good. I think the last game where I actually wanted to play was like Ghost of Tsushima. Even then, like it was.
I never finished it. I never even got to the second island.
Me neither.
I think I said this on the podcast where I was like, that game is boring. I dropped that hoe instantly.
I did all I could on the first island. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, cause like I feel like once you play, cause I think I did the same thing you did. Like I got to I beat everything on the first island. I was like, I feel like I just saw everything there was to it.
Yeah, other than like finishing the story, I did not feel like playing the game. Because at that point, I felt like I was just like maybe over leveled for the next area for how much I was in the first area.
Yeah, I felt very repetitive. If they give you,
because I never got the grappling hook when we were doing multiplayer. And we had the little grappling hook. I never got that in the story.
If Elden Ring had like a more better progressive system, I think it could have been better. Because
Elden Ring? Do you mean?
I'm everything about the game was like, don't get me wrong, the story's good, the graphics are good. Everything about it's good. Just like after you get to a certain point, it just gets repetitive, and that's like the halfway point.
Like,
which is a shame.
Most of my enjoyment from Ghost was photo mode. Because I enjoyed like changing the outfit I was wearing and then just like going into photo mode.
I still have screenshots on my phone. Like this
Me
is
too.
This is beautiful. This is like the most beautiful game I've ever seen in my life.
I'm like, yo, this is just heat right here.
I don't know why this game is so gorgeous for no reason.
And then there's like,
I wish Elden Ring had a photo mode.
I think it does.
They do. I've been using it. You didn't know that?
Maybe it's not for PS4.
No shot. That would be a weird
I just haven't looked for it. How do you?
It should be in the pause menu.
Pause menu.
I didn't know what.
Photo mode.
I don't look at the pause menu because I have no reason to. Because I can't pause. I'm like, man, I don't need this menu. I only use it when I want to quit the game and save the game.
There's actually exploit you can pause. If you pull up the menu, exploration menu, it pauses the game.
I think I've seen a video about that. But I'm gonna start doing that because I see like edits on TikTok. I'm like, this is cool. I want to make one. And it always has like the classic, if I lose it all.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm like,
when the character's about to hit the boss and the boss is about to hit the character, I'm like, this is sick.
Dude, the Elden Ring anime fights go hard on TikTok.
I'm like, I don't even care if I die. I just want a cool edit.
Yeah.
Just
It looks so nice. I'm like, you're cool.
This is cool.
You're cool in my mind.
Hey, Wardo.
And with that, we'll at the end of the episode of the JOWP podcast, you can find us on anywhere.
Wait, before you do that. Just wanted to say, as you can probably tell by the time this episode comes out, we've started doing other content too. So if you would like to, you could check out the other.
So now you can find us on.
I don't know if we should say the schedule because it's kind of subject to change. But as of right now, clips come out Wednesday. Miscellaneous video would come out Saturday, right? And then Monday's versus. Okay.
So like Gabe said, new stuff coming out. You can find us on anywhere you find your podcast. And we'll see you on the next episode.